risk because the classic spam right afterwards. Yeah, I think you're waiting for a push out from somewhere else. Cushy, he is stuck. There's the shock dart to buy him time. Xfero still watching from afar.
Just hold for it just in case. Shock dart's right back, but of course TP's back from 2GE into safety. Still though a good pickup nonetheless for RQ.
Estrella a bit far ahead, but it was during that action on C that he wanted to get ahead to see if there's a rotation, if there's a push out from B this time. So just getting ahead with that information. Now expecting a full rotate onto the other sides or just in the back of C. It's going to be a fast hit onto the B site. Not as much util, not as much firepower. Team Secret not able to block the plant.
Smokes up and everything. I mean, look at the protocols as well for Jimkin to get up on top of the boxes just in case. Nothing found, so far so good, being able to hold down these sight lines when Team Secret does re-aggress back in, but right around the edges of the smoke though.
With the Vandal as well in close range! No dash, he gives it up! Jesse Bash has picked it up, he's low on health, they know they need to clean that up. Alright, that's the weapon dropped. Monyet now stuck in the cubby alone. There's the paranoia going out, he has to get out of the aftershock range. He just cannot find a target, it's an absolute mess. Spike still ticking down. Time in favor of RRQ, but can they carry over the remaining weapons? Xfero gets one, Estrella gets two to clean things up. See if they can find that Vandal, they do.
Yeah, still being able to jiggle back and forth to collect on those final few kills. A little bit messy though, so not the cleanest round from them. They do lose, at least a rifle back there. But at the same time, for Team Secret to be able to kind of surround the smoke and swing onto it that way.
Yeah, I mean, Jesse Bash is finding the right timing, the right angle, and Jemkin perhaps realizing he was stepped a bit too far forward, trying to make sure he wasn't inching out of the smoke. But either way, it is the round somewhat saved, and you can still try to match the firepower on the side of RRQ.
He's still trying to look for that possible bonus.
Oh, fast hit into garage. Yeah, it's just the mask on A lobby. It's just going to be a fast one. Envy, can he provide the backup that they need on the side of Team Secret? We got to watch the site right now. Xfero getting traded. Wild Doria holding on, but Estrella answers back, and then the Paradigm pushes him back, sets him up for Estrella for a double kill. Site opened up again. 3v2 on the bonus. Jesse Bash, he's quick enough, but he's been heard, and Cushy gets the timing on top in the Silva battle once again. Rolling Thunder already just wanting to secure the round, perhaps a bit rushed, but one way comes out, the round should be secured. We'll see if they really would have needed it, but you know what? I'm always a... use it, get the snowball going. So for now, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, it's still a good pickup nonetheless from RRQ, being able to break on through that way. We talked about the numbers, you know, still trying to hold from Team Secret, right, back towards the C side, but Estrella just being able to surround the...
What's up, guys? I want to jump straight into the match. I'm not going to waste anyone's time here. Let's go straight into the action. I was hoping this would be a clean 2-0 so that we could go right into a match. Our boys are sitting in the practice room. They're waiting. They're ready. The map veto is done. We're pumped. There was a little roadblock in the morning, but that's all sorted out now, which is ready to get into the game and win today. That's all we need right now. So I'm going to jump straight into the match. Let's enjoy this Secret versus RRQ. I think it's an RRQ win. It's just like RRQ is looking way better.
The fact that Cushy was able to get into position early enough to spot out Jesse Vash.
In case volumes or any other issues, let me know in chat.
But also hurting
I'm right
Team
here.
Secret. You know, really
what's up, guys?
Losses. Jeremy, the one hero Vandal. Let's see what he does.
Yeah, saved over, so they want to work off of it. It's a fast push out of mid. Hasn't quite been spotted. Yes, it has. The turret spots him, so RRQ, they make the call. It's
I don't know if the stream is laggy or my internet is laggy. I don't know. I don't know either, guys.
Omen arrives as well.
मुझे भी
RRQ
नहीं
might
पता
want to rethink this one.
If it's an issue, please let me know in chat. हाँ, अगर चल रहा है, नहीं चल रहा है, slow चल रहा है, fast चल रहा है.
Jesse Vash with that sheriff. So hanging further back, and at the same time, Jeremy has repositioned.
Lag हो रहा है. Okay.
Yeah, still has that Vandal in.
ठीक है, मैं internet reset कर दूंगा बाद में.
Fast rotate through mid, but without finding information, Team Secret, they now need to make a choice. And I like this. They're going to continue the stack, but they want to look to push out. They want to make sure they keep RRQ on their toes instead of just waiting for a 50-50, or in this case, a 30-30-30. So they will just slowly creep out one by one. Yeah, not looking. He's trying to set up the smoke. He gets taken out. That is a rifle drop. RRQ not in position to protect it. They have to go.
Yeah, quick go signal. Spike down already on towards speed.
Maro.
Quite a bit of space to work with. And Jemkin
Shot.
up towards the races as well, up towards A-Link. Gets the first one and hangs back.
Shot.
There for the support. Too many targets. Wildori will at least get one though. So a bit of a pickup from 2GE onto that Vandal right now. Looking for furthermore as Envy keeps that invested on towards the other side, but then the targets continue to swing. It's Estrella who gets up the 3K.
I don't know what Ewok and Warbirds told Estrella. I don't know
No
if he heard the
frames.
critics,
Wait,
but he
let
is
me try
firing.
restarting
And
the
also
stream. Let me figure out what the issue
9-0
is.
as the breach in
Why
just
should
4
that be an issue?
rounds. Over 2 kills per round on average as a breach with 0 deaths.
Frame
He's
drops.
already used the Rolling Thunder.
Oh
He's going
damn!
on
Yeah,
towards
this
the
does
second
look
one.
like frame drops, guys.
I mean, this
It's showing
is
me
just
a
an
frame
incredible
drops. Wait.
performance so far.
Let me
Obviously,
fix this.
you know, the map far from over. But what a start to have as an IGL.
Let's
Gotta
exit
imagine
everything
it feels
additional.
good, and it's gonna keep on flowing through.
Just gonna quit everything
Such a valuable ultimate as well.
and see
As
if
the
it
next round
helps.
comes back up, it's a full buy from Team Secret.
Close angle. It's a tricky one.
Vanguard,
Jeremy, but he
Riot,
has been
everything. Yeah.
spotted. They're trying to spam him out.
Everything.
Continues.
Now it should be
Okay.
better.
Matrix is out of there.
Is it better now?
The flash being spent as well, though.
Oh, the updraft.
Refresh
as well.
and let me
So
know if it's better, guys.
really on the side of RQ, just making sure they don't want to take any chip damage on that. It is a big investment, but also
The camera
trying to
looks
keep
good,
Team
but the
Secret on
stream
their
is
toes.
laggy. That's damn weird.
Jeremy will refill Garage as well, so RQ kind of looking to explore their options across the map, just re-clearing A for now.
Okay, all
while
the audio
rest
is coming
of
from
them
here.
hold, continue
Just
to
making
hold
sure.
outside of Garage.
Yeah, they have lockdown, so really going to be looking for
I've
that A
exited
side where
everything
Team
that's
Secret,
running
they
on
want to
my
give up A,
computer.
but they don't want to give up the garage setup for the lockdown. That's why he's so obsessive about it. But
I think I had like
sneaking out
Steam and
just
Riot games
too
and lots of
far
stuff downloading in
out
the
of
background. I
curiosity.
think
And then you saw the
I've
Killjoy
exited
as well, so
everything
you
now, so I
still
don't know
need
what
to
the
stick
problem
around
is. I've
Garage
just
in case it's a
blanket
lockdown for
exited
C.
everything.
A little bit unfortunate. Hunter's Fury possible as well, though, for Jesse Vash. RQ just kind of getting a little bit closer in. Holds on for that recon, just trying
For those who
to set
haven't
up
seen
for
yet.
it.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, ready for it, just relying on it as the ping. But he does get the tag. Not able to get the kill. I think he just fully believed he might have gotten it,
Hey,
trying to look
Jet
for a
Bezos,
third.
thank you so much for the
He just gotta
follow.
back out.
And I get that hydrate call,
Smokes come
thank
out,
you.
Spike down as well. All the players in position.
But I know you meant water.
Far
So I will
forward,
also.
going
I've come
forward to break
prepared
that
for today's
lockdown.
match, okay?
Jemkin, when does he
आज की
push
मैच
out?
के लिए
Is there a
पूरा
setup?
prepare
No,
हो
it's
गया
just
एक
going to be
second.
him alone,
Let me
and
get
he runs
comfortable.
right against the corner of the wall. Kushi will
आज
get
की
one,
मैच के लिए
but that is the
पूरा
site that
prepare
needs to be
किया.
empty.
Did you see Zelsis'
Estrella,
thumbnail of his
he
new
hangs on
video?
to the
Yes,
very end.
I
thought
saw
they
the full
would
video
surely
also.
check.
Placing swarm grenade.
Nano Swarm's coming out. Half already done. Gets off of it. He's inside the smoke, but it's a 1v2.
Yeah, there's no
Steps
way.
onto it, and right outside of the smoke, a good
I
angle
think it's a
held by
RRQ
Sparrow.
whitewash, guys.
Just what an unbelievable play and round from RQ. Just Estrella. Despite
Sudhil,
the
I can't give you
lockdown
any
under
such
his-
guarantee.
Under his nose, he's still just holding up inside of hell. Finds the opportune moment to strike.
Thank you, Alive
If
Players,
you
for
were Team
answering
Secret,
the
you would've
question
thought
for
it's
me,
just
because
that
I've answered
initial
this way too
player,
many
Cushy,
times.
right? But then dropping down, just kind of neglecting that there might have been a second one. And
still
Estrella
getting
able
dropped
to
frames
take
for
down
some
two
reason.
before he actually falls.
I wonder why.
And just a nice hold there at the end as well. The timing of the Nano Swarm, perfect. Sparrow keeping his eyes on the spike. And yeah, I mean, you got to go for another early timeout. It hurts,
I
but
don't know why.
at this point, you just got to stem the bleeding if you're Team Secret.
Not sure why. It still
Everything
shows
that
me-
has been kind of cooked up and thrown at towards RQ hasn't quite gone their way. You know, whether it's
देव्यांशु मैं सबकी चैट पढ़ रहा हूँ, but primarily मैं Twitch की chat पढ़ रहा हूँ, because Twitch is like my Twitch fam.
See what the reads are right now. Trying to, given the movement from round to round, it did feel like they were trying to get ahead of RQ, right? The aggressive
I have like
position
a
from Jeremy, just not
duel
giving
setup
up
here.
Garage, making sure to
much
force it
better.
back because they had the setups ready with the Hunter's Fury.
I mean,
on
RRQ
making it
almost
look like
beat
they
Genji,
purposely
guys. So
emptied it,
RRQ
and
is
then
not ऐसा
counter
हल्के
back,
से मत
push
लो.
them out with the lockdown.
Don't
At
take
the end of the
RRQ
day, it
lightly.
still falls short. Of course, Jeremy falling a bit early, trying to confirm that information.
I do wonder if it's going to be the save, maybe a potential op for some of the future rounds. And we have seen a little bit
Twitch
of
से ज़्यादा पैसा आता है क्या YT पे? Yes, Twitch is definitely more monetizable for live streams than YouTube. 100%.
When he's good, he's
For
so good
videos,
with it.
YouTube best platform. Like if I had to do shorts or VOD content, no
Spots him out,
platform on
forces
earth
him
better
out
than
with the
YouTube.
tailwind.
Like
Jemkin
nothing comes close also.
continuing to charge forward, really forcing them to use that util. But RQ, you can tell they're cautious. Oh, he wants to try to get ahead of the smoke as well. Risky business, but he will succeed. Cushy, he gets a double over and short, and that's the call. Shots are fired, and RRQ, they start marching in. It's a fast flank from Wild Oreo, but just with one sheriff. I believe he's been spotted right there. Monyet
I
just gonna
think
clean up with a
it's
headshot.
Jova, guys.
That's
I
pretty
think Team
much
Secret
going to
is
be the round. I mean, again, it's
is
one
done.
of these where Team Secret might have had some ideas in gathering
ये
intel
480p क्यों
across
लग
the
रहा है
map.
stream?
It was
I don't know. I
2G
think I'm
with the
getting
Jux pushing
frame
outside
drops.
C,
But अभी नहीं आ रहा है. Now
down
it should
to
be fine. Like just refresh,
as long
you
as
should be
Cushy's
okay.
online and active,
Because I've
just
fixed
keeping
it
those
now.
2 kills outside of A short. The whole round got flipped.
Yeah, going for that
Just like
recon
refresh it,
just
it should
to
be
go
okay.
for the hunt right now because Xfero the only one without that ultimate. He's
Damn.
waiting and he spots him. No, not like this! And he gets the
Oh,
knife!
Xfero, that cut.
2GE falls to his knees as RRQ go up to 6.
Next teammate who does it as well. I mean, a little bit of mercy there. he kind
I
of
think
went
this
past him
might
for
be
a
it.
second, just a brief second, but still.
I think mentally that does
Final
a
knife kill for
lot
the
of
round
damage
and a
to
flawless
any player
pickup for
getting
RRQ.
knifed in game.
Just showing no signs of slowing down whatsoever.
Especially when
and
you're
he waits
down
so low.
0-6.
Oh, I think he's
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
much
Anyone
better.
that's finding the
I think he's
YouTube stream laggy, just
Look at
switch
him
over
light up.
to
I mean,
Twitch.
he's
It's
just
a lot
blowing up
better.
on stage right now.
That's a doctor's prescription. You play more Valorant, you feel better. That's all you need.
That is rough for 2GE. Had such a good start in this best of 3. Obviously, that round, I mean, you can't really do much in his position. The real question is, Team Secret, can they recover some more rounds in this first half? 0 on the board.
There is that off from Jeremy this time, though. Just the thing is, RRQ's headed towards C.
Yeah, just a good read right
Come
now.
on,
And in fact,
फटाफट
not
RRQ
checking
खत्म
C
करो.
either, not that C long at the very least. Just checking
What?
for Garage.
Shrik says resubscribed
That's
for
gonna haul a lot of
21
pressure
months
away
now.
from A. A re-exploration.
I'm glad I give you the
drone
code, Shrik.
up,
Thank you.
Hides away.
Okay, so keeping that thing hidden.
Wait, are you?
But also
You're a mod,
exciting
yeah, not
to
just
work
making
as well.
sure.
I mean, everyone from RQ with their ults online.
Okay, but that should be the
just
signal,
making
right? You
sure,
notice that it's the op
just
still on
checking.
A main. They had to peek because they had no
Just
idea if
a
it was still
checking.
C or A. But now RQ, they have to get going. They have to get into the C site and get a little bit
We will
more
win today. We
information
have to win.
using the Rolling Thunder, but the crux of it will be
हाँ,
Xfero
means RRQ
on the
13-0
lurk
करके फटाफट करे ताकि हमारी game I want GE to play fast. I have nothing against Team Secret. I don't mind if Team Secret also wins. I just want GE to play fast. I want our match.
From the shadows from 2GE.
Nice.
Not quite spotted, and that's the kill.
It's actually a
Down
good one
towards
by
Estrella.
2G.
Monyet trying to hold from backside. Xfero
Ay,
starting to
ay,
get on the
ay,
move
my
down, but again with
Monu.
the spray downs. Hit me,
What a
baby, one more
beautiful
time.
triple kill.
Jesse Bash strikes back. The
Oh,
second
okay,
kill
fine.
on
No
Team
13-0.
Secret finds
Meri kali
their
zuban. I
first
opened my
pickup.
mouth.
Oh, the alarm bot activating as well.
I shouldn't have
This
said
one went
anything.
perfectly
As soon
for
as I
Team
said
Secret, and a
13-0,
big part
boom,
of it
boom,
was
pow.
2GE with that
They
from
get
the
around.
shadows. Really expands the area that RQ needs to cover, but he also
Maybe
got
I am
that
the real
kill.
penalty.
Dwindles the numbers.
Maybe.
Monyet made it dicey with that triple kill, but at the end of the day,
The true
it's
jinx.
going to be Team Secret finally getting on the board.
Yes, today is an elimination match for Global Esports. All these are elimination matches. Like even this, whichever team loses is out. Yesterday also both the games were elimination matches. Today also both the matches are elimination matches.
The flood continued to go through those gates. So Team Secret now starting to show a little bit more assertion across the map.
He will always be my mono, okay? It doesn't matter what team he
Yeah, you
plays
have that
for.
Rolling Thunder, you're one away from the Hunter's Fury.
I don't
as
care
well.
what team he
Very
plays
big
for, he will
ultimates
always
that
be
they
my mono.
would like a lot. RRQ had the lockdown that previous round, but didn't have a chance to use it. So
Because
Operator
I'm
is still
confident
set
that
up.
if
So
we
Team
win
Secret
today
could
against
basically play
DFM,
the same
we will
way,
have a
make them
very
fish for
strong
information on
run
C.
in lower
If they
bracket,
try to go for
especially
either
because
the
our
drone,
next match
hide
will
the
be against
operator
Paper
away,
X.
and then once again set up a trap play. It should always be the
I'm
same.
just
So
saying.
RQ looks like their choice right now. It's just to say, okay, we don't want to deal with that. Let's see if you use some of your ultimates to push us out of B. But oh, they're not going to have the chance to do
First,
so.
oh,
Trying to get within range, but then the
Oh,
King and
wow.
the Hunter's Fury now out.
Jemkin, that was
Not really
very
fighting
nice.
Too much, but still buying time away from RQ, who are now flushed in towards A.
No, back off!
Not expecting 2GE on the cross either. Only fixated onto this operator. It's going to be a
Nice.
spread out double angle, but look at Jeremy. He's slicing it
Nah,
very well.
that
Close range, lining them up, gets one
Decisive.
kill, and gets out to safety.
Support from Jesse Vash as well. Recon
Ankh
just to
has
check
been
out
playing
short.
really good. Jesse Vash has been
Nothing noted
really,
for now,
really
but
good.
TP definitely heard.
Finishing the last report of 2024. Oh, Shrik,
this
साल
point,
खत्म होके एक
RQ
महीना हो गया.
having
We
to
finished 7% of
make a
2025.
decision.
Very soon will be
safe.
10% of 2025
Making that
done.
choice.
Catch up.
I mean, 3v5,
New year,
they
new
have
you.
the Rolling Thunder, they have the operator. you might have made an argument for do you try to draw out the Rolling Thunder or anything like that, but just given the fact that you would still have to maybe go back into the operator's crosshairs.
Okay, they're saving, fine.
RQ making a cold-hearted decision. We'll see if it pays off. Obviously, still a lot of rounds left.
They have enough rounds, so it's not like they need to rush.
Some of the future rounds.
Yeah, see, Twitch stream is obviously going to be much smoother than the YouTube one. YouTube is just,
a little bit cheeky, but for
like,
now,
it's great, but like,
great
I don't know.
hold from Team Secret. You can see that this op from Jeremy now is starting to pay off.
Thank you, JD.
Yeah, that's exactly what you've wanted maybe for this entire match, right? Is Jeremy getting that operator, being able to shut down certain lanes. You know, even if it's not a lot of kills, just the most important ones to deny.
If it's YT lag, then why not restream Twitch broadcast? I'm talking about my YouTube stream. Not
things continue to get a little bit more
their
tense as
YouTube
well
stream.
for the side of RQ. 2 rounds lost in a row. They can still afford quite a bit, so
Jeremy's ready for it. The drone does spot him. It's a nice attempt at the swing and the Hunter's Jury to
Jeremy was about to
boom!
click that head.
Not able to scope in and time
Nice, yeah,
Kushi gets a
Kushi.
second.
Dude, Kushi is so
Valdorio
good.
still holding on. Not in a good spot. Can he find an exit? He gets 3.
Bro,
he doesn't need to
Valdorio,
exit. He
nice.
will take control of the site.
Kushi knows what he's doing. Is he alone? No, Jesse Vash
Trying
is
to
there.
flank all the way around. Kushi needs to make a run for it. He will get
Oh.
the smoke clears. Spike drops.
Xfero.
And Xfero all alone.
what an unfortunate
Nice.
moment. Xfero now
I mean,
off the races. Footsteps immediately heard.
Hunts him up. Finds them up. Chooses to fight them at range.
yeah.
Fully healed, back on the stage. Xfero looking great in this map 3.
What a 1-on-2! It was a spike down, and by all means, he didn't quite have the advantage, but still finding that confidence and the assertion to swing all the way out.
Shot, yeah.
Lines
Valdorio
them up
really did good.
perfectly. The setup from
That was
RRQ to
epic.
really create
Sam,
that pressure against
Pate,
Team
Vyod
Secret.
Sahil,
Valorant
thank you
held
so
his
much
own
for the
by no
follow and
means,
welcome
but
to
at
the
same
stream. Bro,
time, it's just
Xfero.
Xfero at the end of it all.
Yeah.
It had to have been.
Can I be
just
honest?
conscious choice
From
knowing
all
where
of
the
these
spike
players,
was dropped.
From
Because
all
they
of
had
these
the
players
choice
on
to actually
screen
try to
right
stay
now,
on site, but they
there were
decided
3
to choose, hey,
players,
let's go
not just
out
this season, I'm
to
talking about all
C-main, let's
seasons
back
in
out and fight
general.
him at range,
There are
'cause he's gonna
3
have to beat
players
us.
from
And Xfero
the 10
used
that
that
are
to
on
his
stage right
advantage.
now that at one point I really wanted in GE. Do you guys want to guess in chat?
Both ops in this round now, though.
Do you guys want to guess in chat those 3 players?
Can punish.
It's
any
a little
members of Team
obvious.
Secret. Their own operator right now on the C side for the first time after that loss. in
But
the
there are
previous
3
one.
players
See if he can find some success.
in this
He used to
game
always be that A side. Jim
that at one point
so
I
RQ
really
should
wanted
have
in
an
G.
inkling that it's a similar setup. The difference, Valdorio now peeking with him, ready to destroy the drone.
That might have been a bit of a tell, so not really wanting to challenge it too much.
Yeah, I mean, it is a bit of a 50-50 call, but I like what RQ is doing. Just
It's
trying to get
very
ahead of it.
interesting
At least the operator's not
that
in
all
main.
3 are on
He's
RRQ
peeking into
side.
it. It could be only a close angle, but right now, no information.
Monier
on
to,
the
so
side of
fine.
Team Secret.
Monier to apna tha hi, so I'm not going to talk about him. Besides Monier, 2 players, ठीक है? 2 players besides Monier.
Keep things hidden.
Monier
Find a way to sneak into
is
the A
anyway
side.
a little mono.
Lots of votes on the side of Team Secret. They need to be careful if they want to choose to go for a retake. Envy already deep into the
Stream
site.
lagging very much.
Provides
Yeah,
support
I'm
to
having
GG.
major
There's the
frame
dash in.
drops
He gets
today.
pinged. It's a quick
You
kill
know
from
what?
Jesse Vash. There's a close
I
range
think
from
I'm just
Magneto.
gonna
Continuing
kill
to
the
pitch it on side of
YouTube stream
RRQ.
for today
They're gonna stop the plan. Only 10
and
seconds
do it
to
only on
spike
Twitch,
drop.
but
And
I don't know. I
Candy
think it might be a net thing. I might have to restart my router, but if I restart my router, then I'll lose the YouTube stream and then.
Over. No ace given, but Jesse Vash will
Okay,
take
but
the
first let
round
me
win.
answer this for all of you.
So quick to respond.
Besides Monier, the 2 players,
Just as soon as everything gets sent in, I mean, the domino effect of it all.
Kushi
First
and
dash,
Xfero.
and instantly Jesse
Back
Vash
then
knows,
his name was
and he's
Tebathol.
played against this so many times already. The
And
recon
we were like,
just to set up and find that shot against
Monier,
Jeffy.
Xfero,
Furthering on from there as
and
well.
if we get
See those
one more
flashes, the
player,
rolling
we'll have a
thunder,
really
perfect
strong
moment from
Indo
Envy to
core.
send in and support his team. Just for Jesse Vash to find that final tap that gives him the 4K.
Yeah, I mean, it's great util, like you said, especially the recon, because you know you shut down Jemkin, and then it just has to be a flood, especially with the timer.
Time out
That
called.
actually calls, okay, a little bit of a break.
I mean, I think the only way for me to fix the lag is to restart the router.
Really
and that means it's going to kill the YouTube stream. And if I kill the YouTube stream, it may not be possible to restart it.
They want more.
I don't
they
know.
want to dominate. They want
I'm very happy with my current team. I'm saying ek zamane mein, before this team, before our open tryouts, before everything, I am extremely happy with my current team. I think my current team is going to be awesome. Like, I have no doubt about it.
Definitely not wanting to let that score slip away from them. So far, the attack, they found.
Hey, Infiltrators, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. We're from Shanks' stream. That's pretty cool.
Team Secret have found answers to those as well. So right now, I gotta imagine maybe.
What factors make an esports talk successful? To begin with, winning. Everything else comes after. Like the facilities, resources, experience, exposure, content, everything else comes afterwards. Step one, win.
They haven't gone for a rush in a couple of rounds, and I was imagining
everything else is later.
It looked like the setup.
Everything else you can figure out.
A far recombo
figure out winning.
On A main.
You're good.
They imagine that it might be a fast push out, so a reset from RQ.
This time, Jeremy on towards B.
Yeah, waiting for it. They haven't noticed him here.
Thank you so much for the 40. Gaming with Misfortune. G is winning 2-0 today. I just want to win, bro. I already know the map pool and that's stressing me out.
Back against the Tracers. A lot of respect from both sides.
Backs off away from the smoke. 2GE playing further backside as well, just in case he needs to kind of put up that wall.
You do have the lockdown.
If we are out of kickoff, we would have more time for practice. I mean, even if we are winning and playing, that also is practice. Instead of practicing off stage, I'd rather practice on stage. More matches. Nice, Jeremy. Oh, that could have been. 2 is good enough. I wish it was a third, but nice. Nice. Nice, Invi.
Doesn't need any more
as he cleans it up.
Envy and Jeremy.
I mean, if they do 7-5 half, that's really good from a 6-0.
To go up for that wide swing. You would have thought that maybe 2GE got a little bit way too eager, too ahead, but because his teammates were right there behind him, just finding
restart stream.
To be able to go in.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna try restarting stream, but there's a good chance my YouTube stream will just go. If my YouTube stream goes, just come over to Twitch, because Twitch I can restart, YouTube I cannot. I'm gonna try restarting the router. Okay, so give me like 2 minutes right now. I'm gonna restart everything. Just hold up. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to restart this.
Oh, 2GE not quite able to strike back.
Time. They need to get on it. They are a little bit weak, but Cushy with good cover will be able to pick up the kill himself and the defuse. 5 points for the Sova towards his Hunter's Fury.
Just in 1 round.
A lot going his way for Cushy, and right here, I mean, just so aware, despite the fact that they're not going to see any type of
everything should be open.
Jeremy
okay, now just
get
refresh.
That first kill, a good ping as well. Calm and collected. Cushy just trying to bait them out with the low health.
Let me know if it's fine now. Just refresh. We should be good to go.
Unfortunately, the B hit doesn't quite work out.
I hope.
They have themselves set up in a stress, especially those fault lines as well.
I hope.
It's going to be a similar setup for the next upcoming round with Ghost on the side of Estrella.
I restarted the router, I restarted the PC, I restarted the stream, I've restarted everything. Even my camera, which is kind of overheating right now.
Judge for close range.
But trying to break that through, unfortunately, gunned down by Estrella.
Because my camera is in such a place where it doesn't have. I can actually put my camera there.
Push him, but
I'll just have
they
to
don't really have any reason to. Estrella
make some
could
space.
With the Ghost. I mean, he could try to go towards.
I should be able to move my camera and give you all a better.
There it is from Magnet. A quick turnaround with that Spectre.
Hold up.
Jeez, I mean, sure, they're walking into him 1 by 1. Yes, he has the angle, but still very clean with it. Estrella locked in today for map 3.
Let's get the charger out from
I imagine especially after the clutch from before.
Remove the charger.
The IGL definitely finding his moments right now in this moment to keep RRQ in the bracket.
We good.
Yeah, and good coverage, awareness of keeping that weapon protected.
Hopefully that doesn't go too
10-4,
bad.
6 points lead. Xfero on judge duty once again. It does seem like they've been doing this to really accommodate for him as well, get him comfy, and make sure he can just lock down one part of the area.
Got my speaker intertwined in the camera cable. Hold up. Ignore all the weird camera angles for a few seconds, guys.
As well, Xfero continues to hold. But once again, it's a bit of that beat pressure.
It's very silly of me to be doing this while on stream. Should have done all of this earlier. But
Ooh,
you know
nice
me,
attempt from
I
Jesse,
like
but
doing
Jesse
everything
Vash is waiting
on
for it.
live stream
Because of that
while
push
it's
out from
happening.
earlier, because
Is
of
this
how
better?
RQ has been so active, this time he
Is
just
this
waits
better,
and says,
chat?
well, somebody's got to get information
This
somehow
angle,
in a
let me
lobby.
just...
It's going to be the
I
Jet
think this
himself.
should be
Pushy
okay.
answers back and gets to safety. No damage taken.
I think this
That's
should be
Hunter's
okay.
Fury as well.
I think we're good to go.
I would like to
At
see
least
him
this
take a
way the
bit of a
AC
safer
blast
position
comes on my
once
camera.
Vanya gets here because of that ultimate you mentioned. It is that buy round for Team Secret. Got the rifles, good paranoia to delay. No entry allowed just yet.
Smokes up, but Jeremy will just kind of dash all the way in. Cushy holding the off angle, but instantly traded right back by 2GE. Monyet,
Now
good
we
for
should
one,
be good.
But once again, those trades.
Meanwhile, Xfero, he has a
Should
lot
be
of
good
range to
now.
cover, but he doesn't want to get caught on the way. But now with Wild Oreo down,
I mean,
you know
RRQ,
you've seen
let's
it
just
before. So he
GG
can
and move
run
on,
over.
guys.
Protects with the judge. Wants to prevent the push out. Can't let himself get
Why is there
seen
no watch
just yet.
party of
Gotta
G
wait
versus
for
DFM?
the
Because,
heaven
bro, we
setup
found
from
out about
Australia.
the match 48 hours ago. In 48 hours to do logistics
much patience
and manage
from RQ,
hundreds of
and he
people
spots him on
in a
the
location
jump.
to do bookings to
Australia
get all the team
continuing
over there.
to rack
Halwa
up
nahi
the
hai.
kills as he leads his team to 11.
11 is
So-
such a big number for RQ right now.
It's
with that
difficult
bonus,
for us to be able to
essentially
plan
a
all of this
12,
ऐसा
given the
overnight.
economy
वो भी
for Team
the Sunday in
Secret.
between.
It just
It's not like ये
cannot
2-3
feel
महीने
too
पहले से
good.
हमें
The
डेट और टाइम पता था
1-on-2.
मैच का.
And just Envy
Logistics
was
लोग भूल जाते हैं, सबको लगता है ऐसे ही, it just
trying to
happens.
bait someone out into a one-on-one with him, but just to no avail. Estrella played it so smart, played it so safe.
Yeah,
beat
yeah,
up
yeah.
them.
Like RRQ, just 13, so we can move on.
Timeout comes out.
Is
right
Riot
before
biased
it's
with some
too
teams? No.
late.
Why would they be?
7
They have no
points
reason
difference,
to.
But more importantly, one away from match point for RRQ.
Yes, this is the new studio. I'll do the
Got to
proper
that match
tour
point
once.
before on this map just
I'm going to
couple
do a
days
full
ago.
studio tour, but right now it's still a
Different
work
team,
in
different
progress.
setting,
As you'll
but
keep hearing,
RQ
there is still
surely
work
working
going
their
on. Like
best to keep their
I'm
patience
here
right now,
streaming
but
live.
all eyes
You know
on
the
Team
काम
Secret.
चल रहा,
What's the
construction
answer?
चल
Looks
रहा.
like Coach
You'll hear
Bale
the
and
drills.
Jesse Vass going back and forth, sharing a lot of the different ideas. But I'll be honest, I mean, coming into the second half, you haven't really been able to see that much. It's only been 3 rounds. And it,
Can you
know,
get
lose
Patrick watch
the first
party
round, you
permissions?
lose
Yes,
that
after
first
today's
contact,
game
you
we will.
have
We'll
weapon
fill out his
advantage.
form.
And then sure, this time you win out on the first one.
Do you
but
regret
kinda
investing
get
in
ran on
esports
the
in India?
rotate.
You should watch
That's why
Moist
it's
Critical's
such a
video.
tricky
Let me
situation
link
to
it here.
be in right now.
Let me link it here. YouTube.
Call the timeout and you do what you can.
Moist
You hope that you can get yourself
Critical.
more rounds, but
He explains it way better than I ever could.
Jesse Vash won
That's
away
why
from
I'm
the
like-
Huntress Fury, but just a sheriff to his name alongside 2 other team members.
Bro, he does so many
Going to
videos.
be a fast
Okay,
hit
I can
on
finally talk
DC's
about
side.
this, that's
the
all.
one way just to keep the range
Copy
advantage.
address.
They get the Hunter's Fury. Does he use it to break open the site? Jesse Vash is one of those Sovas where he'll
There we
use
go.
it very proactively to gain space.
Bind Lotus Haven. That's Lotus Pearl and Haven is उनका. हमारे अभी तक नहीं है. Don't
he
worry.
gets stabbed.
I haven't
No
shared
way
it.
out. It's a
Nice,
good follow
Jesse.
through from Jesse Vash, even trying to check for backup on the way. She will escape it.
Sumit,
His own
Risham,
Hunter's Fury
Cypress,
used.
Riju, Diesel, and Aksh. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome
Oreo did take
to
a
the
hit from
stream.
it, but not as much information as Cushy would have wanted. So he's trying to reclaim this position. On
Is
the
it still
lobby.
lagging?
Does he find a timing? It's between him and 2GE. 2GE.
Seriously,
peeking
guys,
out,
is it
and
still
Cushy
lagging?
wins that one. Not sure of the remaining members. He's gonna back out. Going for the drone.
oh, cancels.
Yeah, just has to cancel it.
Because
He
I've
hears the
restarted
Yuto coming in. He
everything. If
knows
it's still
he
lagging,
has
I
to stay
just-
alive. Where are his teammates all
just can't do
closing in
anything.
from far away?
Beyond this, I can't do anything.
Still keeps
This
himself
is like the
deep
max I
inside
could
of
do. I've
A
restarted
short.
everything, so if it still lags, this is what we're stuck with.
There's the fault line to swing out.
Shot,
Oh, he gets
Cushy.
the flick onto Wild Oreo. Starts
Nice,
to open
Cushy.
up a little bit. There's pressure on main. Jesse has been spotted. Xfero cleans it up. Now closing in onto the site. They're aware of the
Sound
position
issue.
on L.
Sound का क्या
Jeremy
issue
trying to
है,
push
guys?
out, but they just cannot
Sound
find
तो-
room. And RRQ will reach match point.
Yeah,
unaided once
RRQ,
again.
like 13-4 seems like it.
Tremendous effort from Team Secret to break into the site with the Hunter's Fury. They had
Immediately
the read
after
that
this, now we are
possibly
one
someone was on
round
the other
away
side. They
from
found
GE
Jevkin,
fighting.
but breaking on through, just couldn't get past
Let's go,
Cushy,
boys.
who's been here all throughout today. So
It
many of these
begins.
moments where he puts up that huge bulwark,
Kushi has just been amazing. That flick, bro.
Look at how he's able to stay alive.
By the way, Kushi was one of Bhavin's favorite
picks.
picks, I must say. Bhavin has been saying that Kushi is an epic pick for a long time. Lots of teams have been trying to get Kushi on board, so it's really cool that RRQ got him.
It was a good idea to try to take down Jemkin from range. One of the star players, but as you mentioned, now there's more than Jemkin.
Liberty, that's not up to me, that's up to the players.
What very well could be.
Like, we will obviously always take the players that are better for the team.
Do have a full buy.
Yeah, immediately the pings come out. They heard the updraft as well, so it's one of those boxes that Jemkin might be on. Team Secret, they'll need to keep
RF plays chess. Your comment scares
on the other
me.
side, breaking
Also,
some
I'm
of that
married.
util from the Killjoy in Garage.
Yeah.
And sneaking in.
He needs to get a kill though before Team Secret can really move confidently. All right, both of them.
Gomo
backing off
Nomi.
it. Yeah, he has to just back
Thank
out.
you
He's
for the
drawn
follow,
out a
and
lot
welcome
of
to the
util,
stream.
So at least Paranoia gone from the potential retake. Some of that Killjoy util being destroyed. He can
Come
now try to delay
on.
the rotation, and he has to trust his
Khatam
teammates
karo. RRQ,
to
let's
break
close this
into the
out. You
cycle,
guys
get
got
Cushy's
this.
position.
No offense,
This
Team
is built
Secret, I just
for
want our
Estrella
match.
there to support. And he does get the first kill.
Nice,
He's ready
Cushy.
for the
Go
second.
3K,
This
4K,
is where
5K,
Cushy
6K, let's go.
shines. But Jesse Vash answers right back.
Of
He
course,
is
as soon
not
as I
done
say
yet.
that.
The veteran answers. Expero on the other side, though.
Nice suppression for-
Denies Waldorio. Then the quick transitions from Team Secret all the way across the map. Oh no, maybe it actually just is B. 2 on 3. Is this gonna be
Yoma
enough?
is live. If you're using
Not sure
Streamlabs,
about all the other information.
I mean-
Clears out any of the Killjoy util left. Jesse is so low. Envy at full health, but no util left.
I mean,
Fault
these
line
are just
still
color
on
settings I've done on
cooldown.
my camera.
He's gonna hold close. He has to get more kills. He just
wrong with
cannot
this?
land the shots. And RRQ will redeem themselves to stay alive.
Let's
in the
go,
lower bracket on the road
RRQ.
to Masters Bangkok.
In a quick
Let's
13-4 fashion on the final
Patrick!
map as well. Such a dominant first half.
I am ready
Carried
to
that
win.
forward
And
out
also
to
from the
last
next
few
match onwards, we're
rounds.
getting you watch party
Team
bumps,
Secret
bro.
tried. Jesse Vash tried. But down to some of these final moments.
And a lot
you
of these
saw
people
so
in chat
much of it.
can't wait to
Players
see
like
you
Cushy,
in-game.
who have been just sounding out all throughout the day. But at the same
Today
time,
we win,
the calls, the
and then
threat
next
from
week,
from
we
today
don't have a
have
choice.
Really
Kush
stepped
played
up.
really good.
It really did feel like Estrella said, no matter objectively
Easy
who's
Maverick,
right or wrong,
Artemis,
if
thank you
I
so much
can
for the follow,
also
and
lock
welcome to the
in,
stream.
If I can also lead by example and not just the calls, we should be able to cross that finish line. And today, he proves it. And unfortunately for Team Secret, I
Now
thought they
it's
showed
time
some
for
great
a
ideas today. I mean,
GE
obviously,
fighting.
this was a 2-1, but not just
go.
from the fact that they won a map. But on this Haven, they tried to get a couple of those reads. Some of those
Okay.
high-risk Silva plays that Jesse Bash is
Okay.
so well known for. They showcase their strengths once
Okay.
again, but it's just not enough. 3 years
Next
in
game
a
is
row
ours,
for
guys.
them to survive on such a tough path.
We gotta
Really
win.
has to be said.
Today,
It's getting
we gotta
a lot
win.
more tricky, a lot more difficult, especially
I really
when
don't want to go on a
RRQ
Nate Shot rant.
are
If y'all haven't seen,
continuously
Nate
evolving
Shot
in
went
this
on an
fashion. I
epic
mean,
rant
look
first
at some
on
of these
Twitter
compositions
and
that they play,
then
or just some of the fundamental
on his
ideas
stream.
that
Like,
they
he's
have
got
with
clips
how
on
they're able to
YouTube
work
as well.
across the map. You
He
saw
did it
the
on his
double
stream
duels
as well.
on Pearl, and at the same time, back
I
onto something more classic
There's a
like
good
Nathan,
chance I might
they're
have a
still
very
able
similar
to
rant,
perform
or I might just
this
like watch his rant
strongly.
and say the exact
You've
same
gotta
thing because I
hand it to
felt the
RQ.
same way.
Yeah, I mean, the pick of a Cushy starting there, but
I'm
the
not even
confidence
kidding.
even
Like,
ever growing from
I
Jemkin.
understand his
Everyone else playing so
frustration.
well today as well.
Why do
Xero,
people think like we
overcoming,
don't want to
you know,
win?
the condition he's in right now, just feeling a bit
Why,
under the
why does
weather,
anyone
but
think that
locks in
anyone
for
here
the
is to
team
lose?
despite it going to map
Everyone here
3.
wants to win. Everyone is
What a
trying
match
so hard
from
to win.
RQ, but
They're
still
literally
a
putting in
long
all
road
their
ahead,
resources,
and
time
now
and
we'll hear
effort.
from the winners
And so many teams are
themselves.
spending millions of dollars to win. I mean, it's not just the format, it's a lot of things.
Congratulations to RQ. Now, where's my idea?
The format is very
Isaiah,
unforgiving,
take
that's
this
true.
microphone. Come
It's an
over here.
unforgiving
Put
format.
me
Like,
on
if you win, you go ahead. If you lose, you're out. It's that simple. I understand why Riot does it as well. Riot does it with the intent to entertain, because that means every single match is high stakes. Every single match is high stakes. And I get that.
What was it like?
I get that.
You were on fire. Cushy was on fire. Xfero is shooting like.
Funny how you trash Talon while doing pickums, and then they thrashed us on
so
stage, and then we are here in the lower bracket, and then we'll go back and thrash them when we play against them next time.
And what is it like
that
to
simple.
survive another day? 먼저 오늘 총이
Monia was
너무
like
잘
Sigma,
맞더라고요.
Sigma boy,
살아있던데요,
Sigma. Yeah.
그죠? 그리고 뭐 엑스페로 선수도 아팠다고는 하는데
I mean,
경기 치르면서
he's
나는
doing
것
it in
같은
game,
몸을
right? He's
보여줬고,
beating
쿠시
the
선수도 너무 잘 쏴줬고 오늘 전반적으로 좀 부담감도 많았을 것 같은데 경기 어땠는지 들어보고 싶어요.
번째 경기 때 저희가
Are we still going to play triple sentinel in today's game? Today we decided to change up the comp. We're going 5 sentinels today because 3 were just not enough. First we thought we'll go 4, but then we thought if we're going, why not go all in? So today we go 5 sentinels.
살리면서 플레이를 해보자 이렇게 돼가지고 이제 잘 됐던 것 같습니다.
I hope that answers
Well,
your
I feel
question.
like on Lotus, it took us a little bit more time to come online.
What's the map
and I
pool
feel
for
like we
GE today?
just
You will
didn't
see in
play,
exactly
the way
5
we
minutes.
used to play. So after Lotus,
5
we told
minutes.
ourselves, you know, let's play into our strength, let's focus and do what we do best. And second map, third map, it was good to
Withdraw
go.
from Valo if
Now,
another
I wanna talk to you
disappointment
about
this
Kushi,
season. No, bro.
because what
That's the
a
difference.
great
We
pickup.
don't quit
I
just
feel
because
like
we
he
don't do
has
well
been such
or
a
we
game
fail.
changer
We
for our
continue
team.
at it.
As
That's
soon
like
as
saying
he joined
exam
the
में अच्छे
team,
marks नहीं है,
can you
school
talk
छोड़ दो,
to us
घर पे
a
बैठो.
little bit about how he
Have you ever done
joined the
that?
team and
Exam में
also
marks
what
नहीं
it's
अच्छा है,
like to
मैं
have
नहीं
him
जा रहा
on the
next year.
team?
मैं नहीं जा रहा. मैं बोर्ड एग्जाम दूंगा नहीं, मेरे प्रीलिम्स में मार्क्स अच्छे नहीं है. या बोर्ड्स में मार्क्स अच्छे नहीं, मैं घर पे बैठ रहा हूँ, मैं करियर में कुछ करूंगा ही नहीं. अगर यही एटीट्यूड है तो लाइफ में आप कहीं नहीं आगे जाने वाले. सॉरी, आई एम जस्ट सेइंग.
좀 영입 배경에 대해서 어떤
I'm
얘기를
just saying.
해줄 수 있는지 그리고
That attitude is not getting you anywhere in life.
팀원으로서 어떤지도 들어보고 싶습니다.
So if you have that kind of attitude, I feel bad for how you are in
찾는
IRL,
과정에서
in your real life. I'm just saying.
이제 이니시에이터
Sorry.
선수를 찾고
When we
있는
lose, we work
와중에
harder.
푸시 선수가
We don't
이제
give up.
들어왔고,
There is
저희가
no
이제
giving up.
테스트를 봤는데 이제 첫 스크림에서 이제 막 30킬 이상을 해버리는.
We need more theatre watch parties across major cities. Yes, like I said, we are focusing on the next watch parties. They are going to be Ahmedabad and Kolkata. That's where we have maximum demand. So we have Kolkata, Ahmedabad, then Pune, Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad. These are the 6 cities that have the
Well, as we were
maximum
looking for a new
demand
player
right
to
now.
join our road
That people have
roster, we were
messaged us.
looking for an
I mean, if y'all come in
initiator,
chat and
Kushi tried
spam,
out
then
for our team, and the first scrim that we
we'll know.
played together, he had
We'll
like
have other
30
watch parties
kills.
as well.
And although back then he was playing more around his mechanics and with his aim, because he didn't know how to fully.
No one will hate me for scoring less in boards. भाई साहब, आपके परिवार वालों ने कभी marks के ऊपर आपको डांटा नहीं है?
I feel like he's getting better and better, and he's getting more scarier and scarier. Now, plus that, I want to talk to you about how much you've improved.
And you
as
said
an
it right.
IGL because
They're
even
haters and
against
assholes,
Jesse
bro.
Bash, he's
Ignore
a
them.
very
Learn to
experienced
ignore
IGL.
people
And going
that
back to
don't do
Gen
well
Z
for your
series
mental.
against
Just
Munchkin,
ignore
you
them.
matched up
Focus on what
very
you have to
well.
do.
So what can you talk to us about? Tell us about
What?
how comfortable you feel as an
Razi
IGL
Binks,
and how
thank
much
you
feel
so
like
much
you've
for the
improved,
raid
as,
with
you know, that
760
primary
viewers.
caller for the team.
What? Dude, that's
그리고
insane.
SL로서
Thank you.
개인적으로도 IGL로서의
Buyout Razi, love from
성장에
Philippines.
대해서
Thank
어떻게
you so
느끼고
much.
있는지 궁금한데요.
Yay.
사실 오늘도
Raid.
경험 많고
Listen, we really want to win this game so that we can host a watch party IRL in Manila. We're trying to get a Philippines watch party out there. We're really trying hard to get a Philippines watch party out there.
그렇기 때문에 이제
Thank you so much. Wait. Anyway, this interview is going on. I don't mean... I thank you so much for the raid. That's insane. Wow. Listen, I love you, all of you guys from the Philippines. You guys are awesome. We really want to host a watch party in Manila. It's coming. We just need to move further. Like, if we lose today, we're eliminated. If we win, I'm just saying, thank you so much. Dude, you guys are awesome. That's epic. We will be doing a watch party in Philippines soon. Don't worry. Damn, you guys, the amount of love all of y'all give us. Like from India, from Indonesia, from Philippines, from all over. That's what I keep telling my players and my team as well. Everyone just wants us to win. As long as we're winning, we'll be fine. All we have to do, like, it's that simple, right? Win. But at the same time, there's 47 other teams besides us that are also doing everything they can for the same outcome. They are also putting all their time and effort, all their training, all their resources and revenue. Everything is going into one and only one thing: winning. So we gotta do what we gotta do. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are awesome. Wow, the love is insane. Razi Binks, you're awesome. Wait. Do you know the Binks from India, by the way? You should go say hi to the Binks from India as well. Hopefully he's not a jinx.
You know what I wanted
I'm
to
just
do
saying,
and what the calls that I was making. seemed to be
RRQ
working,
has won
but,
this.
you know, the
Team
IGL,
Secret
the
is
role
eliminated.
itself is such a
Next
huge
up,
task.
Next up, GE versus DFM, our elimination match, where we don't have a choice. We have to eliminate DFM. As much as I love all the fam from Japan, I really love all the fans from Japan, but unfortunately we're going to have to eliminate your team today.
I try to watch the other regions and I try to play a lot of ranked
Just say.
games and really just kind of come up with my own ways of how to counter and how to
Devansh,
adapt.
thank you
It's
so
a
much for the 100
ongoing
super chat.
process that
We
I have
would
to deal
love
with
to
every
host a watch
single
party
day,
at your
but
brother's
those are
cafe.
some
I'm going to
grindings
drop
that
you
I
a
am,
DM after this.
you know,
Let's
keeping up
talk.
to become a good
Let's talk.
IGL. Now, speaking of the Genji series, that was so close. So, you know, what were
Hey.
the feedbacks?
Yeah, like I said, I'm going to
after
keep my
the
phone
Genji
away.
series?
I'm going to
I
stay
mean,
away
what do you
from
think
social
was
media and I'm
missing?
going to focus on my watch party now
젠지에선
because I get very
얘기가
distracted
나왔잖아요.
by Twitter and what
진짜,
everyone is saying.
진짜 아쉽게
I'm like a
졌거든요.
Twitter
또 어떤
addict, I
부분이
guess.
부족했다는 판단이 있었을까요?
Monnier Mondays.
뭐
See,
제일 실수가-
everything can change, but Monnier Mondays will never change.
거고 뭐 서로 이제
Wait, let me catch up to the stream.
여러분들 이제
Okay, the map vetoes are almost ready. I already know the map
I
vetoes.
would like to take the responsibility for the Genji game loss. Because I feel like
I will also say
and also
the opening map. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. I really want GE to win today, firstly, obviously, because it's an elimination match. But most importantly, if we win today, our next match is going to be against Paper X. That's almost like our mini boss right now. I would have said final boss, but they're in the lower bracket as well. So if we defeat them, they're eliminated. I know that's going to be hard because that would officially be the first time we beat Paper X. We beat them in the off season, but that was Spotlight and Mixed Gender. Let's not go there. They beat us in the finals. We beat them in the first round. Everyone was having fun. Forget that. If we win today and then go up against Paper X, it will technically be our first victory against them. But first, you have to win today. So let's focus on today. Let's focus on today. I believe in the Papi, Kelly, Darion, Eudoton, and Crystal buff. We have to win today.
드리겠고 다음
We're
경기
going up
재밌게
next.
보세요.
Our match is about to begin. Our match is about to begin. Today is going to be...
Thank you, Jen. We had the meta matchup on Haven. And
If we lose
RQ is
today
the one that pulls
against
through
DFM,
on top here. It doesn't
this is
matter
the
if
end of our
maybe
kickoff
it
journey.
ended up being a buff instead, but RQ looked
If we lose
fantastic.
today
They had
against
good
DFM.
reads and absolute map control.
Yeah, it felt like they just rolled with the punches like they usually do on Haven. Excellent stuff on the attacking side to start things off. It really feels like when these guys choose to execute a site,
Yes,
they're
yes,
usually
I've
able to
changed
get
it.
on there and win the post plan as well. Like they play this very passive style where they're just grouped at the start of the
And
round,
all the
waiting
fans
for
and
aggression,
haters, I
waiting to see
appreciate
what
all
the
of you.
team
Even the
defense
haters,
is going
guys,
to do,
don't get me
and
wrong.
they kind of react
I
off
love all the
that.
haters and
Time
naysayers
Secret
as well.
taking that A main control early
Because you
on,
guys
and
give
then
us free
they
views
would,
and free
go
engagement.
clear A main and execute A. It felt
Damn,
RQ
like
had a
the
great
amount of
read on
time
what
and
to do
effort
and
the
was
haters
always
put
able to find the
into
right
everything
balance
that
to
we
play
are
to
doing.
success.
Yeah, have
It's
to agree
crazy.
with you
I
there.
love
I
it.
think it's also
You
worth
guys are so
highlighting the
invested.
individual level of these
You guys
players
care
are.
so much.
Australia was a big one.
Like you guys
Kushi
lose sleep
also
overnight when we win or lose. You
very,
get
very
excited
strong.
when we lose
Honestly,
and you
not
lose
really
sleep
a
when we
slow day
win.
from anybody
That's
in this
insane
set
to me.
in RRQ. It felt
I
like
love
they
it.
could all hang,
Keep
they
it
could
up.
all hold their own,
All the haters
and,
keep
it
hating,
led
all
to
the
quite a
supporters
pretty
keep
strong
supporting. I
performance from them.
absolutely love it.
Yeah, that's exactly what we ended up getting. Just all around.
If you
good
love the
performances
haters,
from all of
unblock
them.
me from
And,
Twitter.
really good show from Estrella, whom
The
we're
blocks are
gonna
gonna
talk a bit
stay.
about
On Twitter, the
more
blocks are gonna
later,
stay,
but,
bro. I
that
like keeping my
really
Twitter clean. You
dominant
want to
first
spread hate,
half.
spread it.
Secret
Spread
did
it
have
here where
four
it
in the
actually
bag on
makes
the
a
first
difference.
half, and there
Like
was
get
an
me more
opportunity,
views,
but,
get me
they
more
lost that
reach,
first
get me
pick,
more
so you can
engagement,
see it
get me
all
more
start
ad
to crumble.
revenue.
Yeah,
Like
I
if you're
mean,
going to hate on
in
me, at
both
least
of the
watch 10
series,
ads
the
and go,
Secret,
man.
At the end of the
Like,
day, they
at
have
least
won
make
the
it
first
worth my
map
while.
and looked pretty
I'm
nice
just saying,
doing it. It was
get
the
me
same
that
story on Lotus. I liked how they looked
before
on
you
the new
go.
comp, but unfortunately on the next two maps, not as good of a performance. Still,
Just say.
I mean, the Sova matchup was fantastic to watch in this
If you wanna
one.
hate,
Decisive Ash,
let it be.
had a great
Let it
series
be
in
worth
general.
some moolah to me.
Seemed to be really doing well. The
So
swap,
free fund wale
onto
haters
the
का कुछ
Jet
फायदा नहीं.
Jeremy didn't go as planned, unfortunately. I think most of the games he's been at least decent, if not performing very, very well. And in fact, the Jets
50
weren't
gifted
really the
if GE
impactful
wins
end of the
against Paper
equation.
X.
In fact, Jemka just kind of playing
You
his
mean
role of
when,
being the
right?
entry for the
Okay,
rest of
first let's win
RRQ,
today.
and
Let's not get
Estrella
ahead
had
of
a
ourselves.
fantastic
Let's win
series.
today.
It has to be
I'm
said.
gonna
Like,
let us win
this
today
guy
first.
copped so much flack, Morgan, and at the end
Hey,
of the day,
moving the camera
he's
actually
IGLing
helped.
not in his
Now the
native
camera
language.
is
He has
under
to be
the AC
responsible
blast.
for a lot of the
So-
game planning. He's playing the
Why
supportive
ignore
role
me?
of
I'm
the
not
team.
ignoring you. Wait,
He
what did I
gets
miss?
a ton
The
of flack
unstoppable force
online,
behind
but
innovation
he's had a
falters is
fantastic
unmatched.
series today.
I don't think I
Did
can
you use
stress
ChatGPT to write
how
that?
hard it is to
Be
perform
honest.
on a very strong individual
It's okay if you
level,
did.
hitting
It's absolutely okay if you use ChatGPT to write that. I'm just saying. GE sucks. India sucks. Thank you so much for the chat. Like I said, like if you're here to hate, make sure you at least watch a dozen ads so I make money off of your hatred. At least. That's the least you can do. Make sure you give me some dough as you go. Perplexity Pro. Damn. Decrease notification sound. Yeah, I think I might have to. Because there's like at least 100 new people that have followed me from that raid. You guys are awesome. Wait, where's that? How do I change it? Alert box. Let's hide the alert box for now. Just till everything catches up. Because I don't want you guys to get spammed by the notifications, which you already are.
Attacking side, 7 out of 8 post plants. One we saw. On
Shanks
the
is
game
also
summary
live
there.
now.
And this
Yeah.
is a
Oh,
perfect
we're setting up
example
on
of why
stage.
they're always able to execute.
Guys, we're
Get
setting up
onto
on
the
stage.
side.
I got
Really
the
nice training
notification.
off the lockdowns there. They destroyed the
Let's
defenders
go.
lockdown. They read very well the Team Secret, as a lot of teams do.
We are up
We're
on
going to
stage
play
and
retake.
setting up. We should be ready to get into games soon. What if I make songs on G? Yeah, go for it. Bro, your player is bad. Okay, your player is good now. You're happy now. As long as you're happy, that's cool. Don't worry about my team and my players. Don't worry. Like I'm telling you, if you're here, make sure you hang around for at least a dozen ads. Don't worry about it. I got you. What if someone uses Twitch on Brave browser to spread hate? No ads then. Stop giving haters ideas. Let me make some money off of them. Patrick's situation is really sick at the game. Patrick will be there soon, guys. Don't worry. He's not going anywhere. Yeah, I think even with ad blocker, what I'll do is I'll start adding ads inside the stream only.
Choice.
I'll do like in-stream ads. Then no ad blocker will work.
They won. He looked very, very strong, very dominant. And like you say, as
Tell your carpenter to not work today. I told him fatafat khatam karo. Like, you guys want a sneak peek of the rest of the studio? It's in a mess right now. I'll show you later. Let it get done.
Him and congratulations,
Let it
Arky,
get
living
done.
for another day. Team Secret,
Of course I remember
this is the
Kachao.
end of the road for now here at Kickoff for them. And with that, we're going to go on a very quick break, and when we come back, we're going to see the next matchup.
Oh,
it's going to be Global Esports
nice.
in DFM.
So even if they use an
don't
ad blocker,
go
I
away.
still get paid for the ads. I love it. Haters, please keep on spamming. I love it. Keep going. 4-minute break. Thanks for the 4-minute break, guys. Now I need something else to keep me entertained these 4 minutes. Is there nothing else happening? Nope. Okay, fine. It doesn't make sense to just watch the vlog again. Let's watch Nate Shot rant, Nate Shot drama. I mean, yeah, sure. Hold up. I shared the links in the morning only. Hold up. Where is it? Nate Shot. Nate Shot. Here we go.
Was the
It's like a
2025
19-minute video,
season
guys.
of VALORANT kicked off, right? Kicked off a couple weeks ago. Played MIBR with a decisive win. I think we 2-0'd them. It was a great performance. It might have been 2-1. Doesn't matter. We won the game.
Diesel, I missed your
Won
two
the
chats.
match.
Sorry, the
And
chat
then
is going way too
the
fast
next
today,
week we
man.
play
I'm
Sentinels.
sorry.
We
Today
lose
is
that
just-
match. So then we play NRG a couple
Yeah.
days ago. We lose that.
I'll
match.
skip to the last 3
The whole
minutes.
situation is exactly what this tweet is. It's frustrating. I want to win. Our players want to win. Our coaches want to win. We lost 2 matches. We'll see you in 2 months.
Same thing you'll hear from me if we lose today. Because if we lose today, our next official match is in March. We have just come out of being in a hiatus for 199 days. I said this when we played our first match. 199 days. And if we lose today, again, 2 months are gone. We'll be back in March then.
And let's hope to God when they come.
Nate Shot on GE. Wait, Nate Shot said something on GE? Nate Shot on GE. What did he say on GE? Someone give me the link. I don't see it. Nate Shot didn't say anything about GE. Stop trolling, guys. Stay tuned for some. I mean, if you had to say something about G, he'd tell me. No?
VCT
Chat trolled you, yeah, I figured. I'm very gullible. I believe anything, guys. I actually believe anything. You gave me link. Aaj no watch party. No. No in-person watch party today. Like on a 48-hour notice, no way. If we had won against Talon and our next match would be against T1, we would have 1 week to prepare. Then we would be able to do the watch party. With a 48-hour turnaround, like Saturday we lost the match, Monday is our next match. There's no way with a Sunday in between we could have been able to pull it. Like even if we could, it's just so rushed. We wouldn't have the opportunity to inform you all, to get everyone there, manage all the logistics. It just wouldn't be possible. OD Mart, thank you so much for still hanging around. I really appreciate you being here and giving me the watch time. Make sure you watch at least, I told you, one dozen ads. Don't leave till you watch 12 ads and make me that money and make your hate worthwhile. And go spread the link to all your friends and tell all of them one by one to come and hate, but make sure they watch the ads. Make sure you click on 1 or 2 of the ads as well. Buy a few things, convert, go to gefighting.com, buy a jersey, go and buy a bundle. Like go in game, buy a bundle. Every round, throw the classic and say, I hate GE. No problem. I appreciate you, man. Thanks. If GE wins today, I'm officially not a hater. Thank you, Rahul. We'll make sure GE wins today. Don't worry. Who is the best person to talk to in owners meet? I think all of them. They're all really nice. I don't think I've met any of the other VCT team owners who is not nice to talk to that I can think of right now. But I'm sure over the last 2 years I've had at least some bad experiences.
DFM,
Wait, what?
great showing in the off season, especially in the Radiant Invitational. But they
is this Jinx real? I just got a message that Binks
and it looks like they're still adapting.
Is wearing G. Binks and Pinky are both wearing G jersey. Wait, let me go to chat and give some love.
Change, but a highly debated topic, especially after
so
Jin's initial performance. He hasn't looked super good. He really needs to settle into the game today. This
winning.
To have a good chance. Now, this is a very close matchup in my mind. I think the predictions could have gone either way for this, but we need to see DFM hit that form.
Let's do some streamception. I see Binks. Wait, where's Binks' watch party?
कौन आया है chat पे? देखो.
कौन आया?
जीवाड़े.
Wait, let me move this aside.
सच्ची बोलूं, परसों तक जी विनिंग था. कल थोड़ा लोटस देख के जीवाड़े.
हाँ, बात तो सही है. बात तो सही है.
पॉडकास्ट होना.
Today we have to win. No chance.
आपको पता था ऐसा होगा?
Love to see the jersey.
राहुल भाई, आप जो कर रहे हो ना, सच्ची यार.
Watch party OP.
The vibe merchant.
Yeah.
The vibe merchant यार. जर्सी में क्या लग रहा है? मैंने बोला चैट को, जर्सी IRL में ज्यादा अच्छा लगा.
Jersey best. I agree. Jersey best.
Twice now. They
okay, maps. Let's go. My boys.
Facing Talon, and this is a really good showing,
Papi.
Especially thanks to
if we win
Papi
today, I'll also
in
tell you what
that
happened to
very
Papi
first
today morning. Only if we win. If we lose, I'm not talking about it because then people are going to be like, excuse.
Here temporarily until Patrick Hu can return, but for now, Patrick Hu's not here yet, and they've been looking okay.
Yeah, we've seen some highs and lows from this team, I would say. I think in some of their maps, they've looked very, very
We have a really high ceiling and a really low floor. We got to bring the floor up and take the ceiling higher. That's all we got to do.
Initial Abyss game that they played.
That's all we got to do.
So I think this is a team with a wide range.
Delhi watch party was amazing for GE. Can you please?
Near the top of their game.
They are really riding the tails of these.
Yes, Pratham, don't worry. We're here only. Nothing is happening to us. हम यहाँ ही हैं, कहीं नहीं जा रहे. Bro, the jersey, bro. gefighting.com, by the way. We do international shipping now. If any of y'all want the jersey.
Okay, interesting.
Thank you, Patrick. Who the visa?
They have too much fun in the graphics room.
Yeah, they're having way too much fun in the graphics. Patrick, you see what they're doing?
He's not here yet. He's just watching from above.
They're stamping your visa on stream, bro.
And May is the only consistent.
What is this, bro?
The last year DFM. And as we know, rumor on the street, May had a lot of say in the creation of this roster. It's been a really tough 2 years years. Not
Wow.
just last year, but top 2 years.
Batata
for DFM. They only
Vada.
got their
Yes, of
first
course I
win
remember
last
you
year.
from stream
Are
yesterday.
things gonna be
I hope
different
you
now?
enjoyed the
It
PU
was
stream
can
yesterday.
relate to.
being different,
Yeah.
especially as they head into the season. A lot of people were so high on them. They have only
Yes,
played one
Ashutosh,
season,
don't
so I
worry.
really
Okay,
don't wanna
guys, I'm going to say this for everyone here who's watching. All of G's clips, everything that you see, whether it's my stream, our matches, you are absolutely free to make content, make clips out of it. We're not going to copyright strike anyone. Feel free, have fun. If you can monetize and get some views out of our content, we're absolutely okay there. Just don't copy paste and put the same thing. Like, don't re-upload. That's not cool. If you're going to use the content for your own channel in your own way, absolutely free to do so. We're okay with that. Don't worry about it.
That's kind of their ceiling.
Like, I would love that G creates 100 new content creators. That drill is going to drill into my mind. I hope this ends before the match begins. But yeah, okay,
We
watch.
see that
watch.
last year, the year before.
Watch the
and
first
I don't
match.
think that's the case
Watch
for
the first
DFM.
map.
I feel like there's no clear strongest team either. It feels
Exactly.
very like the ceilings come down.
And now
the
you
floor's
know.
gone up, and it's very hard to say who's who at
Today.
this point.
Can we
DFM.
talk about Abyss, though?
Yeah.
This is a really interesting pick. We've seen 2 different sets of comps from Global Esports, and I'm surprised they're letting it through at this point. And DFM...
Opening
it's almost
match
obvious why they would
in
pick it, 'cause
Abyss.
They have not found
I mean, Global, at the end of the day, just doesn't seem to have that good of a map. The Lotus as well. I mean, that Lotus comp,
This is a map
that
3.
was interesting.
Yes, we do
G's
shipping to
changed their
Japan as well.
comp a couple of times. And Split even, DFM, I think, beat PRX in the off-season on
I don't
Split.
know.
I'm not worried about Split. I
Trident
think G look
plays.
very
You got the
strong on
G
Split,
badge
but
and
they-
stickers.
Yeah, but
I'm glad.
It's not an
Thanks,
auto
Shrix, for
win.
that.
DFM
He's in
can
chat right
take
now.
out PRX on that. Split has usually been a pretty strong map from PRX, and I felt like they didn't
Damn,
even play
this
very
camera
well
lens
against
is
T1
really
the
good.
other day, and they could have probably won Split. So honestly, I picked GE in this matchup. I mean, you know, that's already been put out there on Twitter and things like
I mean,
that. But
Lotus, we go
looking
5
at this
Sentinels
map
this time.
pool,
3
like,
wasn't
this
enough
is
last time. I'm just
Very
saying.
winnable for DFM. I feel like they could win all 3 of those maps, and 2 of those maps for GE I'm pretty worried about.
Do you want to change your prediction then? Because we did a predictions before the match.
You can
round, we
customize the
always do it
jersey
like
with your
this.
name.
And,
No number.
But now you're feeling a little bit more in the favor of DFM.
I'm not going to change it, but I could definitely see DFM winning. In fact, I might even favor them looking at this map pool. To be honest.
I'm not changing.
Map
I
pool
think Abyss has been
देख
shaky for G, so we want to see what comp they come out with today. If it's one that they've already played, or if they change.
It was slight improvement.
Why no
the second
number? Because
time,
we
though.
save the numbers
they
for the
got stopped
players.
The first time, the second
Alright.
time was a bit closer.
You know what? We're just going to see what happens. We're going to send it down to the stage and let
Thank you,
time tell.
Victoria.
So let's welcome the teams DFM and
Thank you,
Global
Victoria.
Esports.
Let's go. We're going straight into the match. We're going straight into the match. Wait, let me get the camera back to the original position. There we go. Oh, damn. This is intense. Where's my phone? I'm asking so I can keep it away. We really need to win this match. It's an elimination match after all. We don't want to be among the first 4 teams to get eliminated. डीजल मैं विक्टोरिया को नहीं एलेक्स को आपका नंबर दे देता हूँ. एलेक्स संभाल लेगा फिर आपको. You don't need her number, you need his number. Shank said that he'll buy the GE jersey if we win, but if we lose, I have to do 20 gifted. Deal. Deal. I'm down for that. I'll take the deal up. That's cool. I can do that. Wait, I need to catch up. I don't want to miss the walkout.
VCT Pacific 2025.
Let's go. GE fighting.
Yep, it's kickoff time,
Detonation
and we have
focus.
2 of the freshest
DFM.
rosters in Pacific facing off against one another. We have DFM
Rossi,
here,
by the way,
of
gave a
course,
really cool strategy for
leading
winning
the
today.
pack here with
Rossi
his,
messaged me and
they
said,
always have the best
shutdown
walkouts.
May, we
I
win.
think we can give out the walkout prize to DFM
It's a good
already.
strategy.
I love a good walkout.
It's a very
There's nothing
solid
more fun.
strategy.
It shows me you're ready to go. It shows me you're having a great time.
They're
I'm loving
excited.
life.
Yeah, I mean, they might
They're-
not have many more walkouts if
they're
they
in the
play
mood.
like they have been in
No!
the first series. That's what I'm gonna
Bilski!
say.
That's harsh.
Oh,
It'll be sad to turn that smile upside
I-
down.
It's back talking to Japanese teams way too much today. I need to relax.
well, they're going to be facing
Global
off Global Esports. This is a team that's had an also equally rough time here in Pacific over the last 2 years. But this is such a different look for this team. Both of these squads facing off against each other. And you know what? There was once a time, I'm sorry, Big Time, there was once upon a time seeing these two teams face off against each other. We weren't particularly super excited, but I think we're really excited now.
You see our shortest and tallest player.
I think there's a lot of potential on this stage. I think a lot of these players are built to have these big careers. I think
Pratham is on a 10-stream streak. Thank you so much, Pratham.
And it's very
Appreciate
sad
it,
that
man.
we have to say goodbye to one of them today.
Yeah,
no more chat,
totally
going full
agree,
screen.
but
Let's
at
go.
the same time, you know, we've got a newer roster formed for both of them.
Yo, Juvenile
and you
looks
can't
like
be
he's
consistent
ready for this
when
now.
you're putting something together, especially
Come
for
on
an
in.
accelerated format like Kickoff. You're bound to stumble
Today,
here and there. You've seen stumbles.
I bet I'm gonna like try to imagine what he's saying. Tonight we dine in hell. Let's send them back home.
Yeah, that is
so we don't have to go back home.
The question. Both of these
I'm assuming that's what they're saying in the huddle.
Excellent players. They had really great showings right now, but I have to say, especially on the side of Global Esports, I can understand why you guys picked G as your prediction
Shanks,
today.
did I miss your chat again? Sorry, I've not been paying attention to
VCT
chat.
China as an IGL experience, kind of acting as a second IGL on this squad.
Shanks, DFM win.
Under Kelly
We'll
S,
see
and
about
it's been working
that.
out really marvelously for them.
Yeah,
I would have come to your stream after the match.
Just to be able to mid-round a little bit, give some ideas. He's often playing the
Wait,
info in
let me
it as
choose
well,
the
so being able to read the
predictions. I'm
setups
such a bad
and things
streamer.
like that, gather the info and set up the team for success. Really helps
Start
out.
prediction.
Look at the comps here. Looks
Map
like GE is going to back
1.
themselves with the comp change from the last game. It was an improvement from their first series here in Pacific. Their third time playing Abyss. Hopefully
5
it's
minutes.
gonna be the
Everyone,
third
you have
time
5
lucky.
minutes.
For
Go ham on
DFM,
your
they
predictions.
swapped
Have
off
fun.
that Cypher on Jimpung a while ago. This was the same comp they played
Everyone
against
that's on
RRQ.
Twitch,
Yeah,
that is the
DFM
YouTube
comp is
people.
what we see a lot with that
Unfortunately,
dice double
you'll
controller
have to.
with the Omen and the Astra designed to just kind of
Sequentially
take space and has a lot of strong potential
Okay.
anchor with the Astra as well. There.
This comp.
with the Chamber is the real wild card of this composition.
Yeah,
would
Shanks,
say.
I heard you're
Something
buying the
that a lot
jersey
of
when we
teams
went
aren't
today.
used to practicing against.
Yeah.
So G, you're trying to
I'm
run it
just
again,
saying.
and I'm looking to see what they've changed.
I feel like Talon were fantastic at neutering Darion and minimizing his ability to get hits. So we'll
Hey,
see
G
if,
win, buy
they're
the G
well drilled
bundle.
enough, DFM.
Guys,
Well,
listen to
we're
the
gonna
kid.
find out. They didn't have a great last time on Abyss, but let's see, maybe 3 times a charm. We're gonna go to our casters Trobar and Quack to take Abyss away.
We have like 20 people with like
That's
signs
right,
and
we
cheering for
still
G
have
in
a
the
full
arena
best of
right now.
three waiting for
Local
us
fans
tonight,
धीरे
and maybe
धीरे
this
बढ़
one
रहे हैं.
could go all the way as well. The Des talked about it, but on paper it really kind of, maybe it depends on the map, maybe the condition of the day, but it could go
Keeping my
50-50.
phone away.
Yeah, it really does feel like that. I mean, just again, like
Keeping
looking
my
at
phone
the map,
away.
like Pilsky said, you really can't fully tell. And then this chamber, I'm feeling a little bit iffy. I normally love Darian, but
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all seeing the same patterns, right? The Haven continuously getting banned. Mars of the
Game
opponent,
start.
still
35
leaving this
seconds,
Abyss open
boys.
Despite some of the
I don't know for
mishaps,
some
but
reason.
This time, some consistency
some
carried
reason.
over, sticking with that chamber composition.
I
And
feel
think
like
we saw some inklings of okay, this
I
is what
feel
the
like
theory is behind it. They just
today
weren't able to get the win.
is
We'll
our
see if
day.
it's
I
cleaned
just
up
feel
a
like
bit
it. Like
more
I
in
don't have
just
butterflies
2
today.
days'
I'm
time.
not
GE
nervous
gonna
today.
be
I'm not
starting on
scared.
that
I'm
defense.
just pumped and there's
DFM will be
adrenaline
looking
flowing and
to
we have to
attack
win.
in this very first
Today
half.
we win.
I really gotta hope
Oops.
that kind of like what Big Time was saying. This
I'm
wildfire
glad
in
that
the
didn't
chamber
kill the
really
stream.
finds its value right now. I mean, it really.
I would have been
some
really
shots
sad if
on
that
the
would have
side.
killed the stream. Okay, let's go. Let's
Banking
go.
on the sniping and whatnot, but DFM now on the attack. Movements in towards mid.
Yeah, they want to deny any sort of this early position from that chamber.
Jesus.
And didn't have that rendezvous set up. So Darion just nowhere to go. It's just going to fall.
The second one with the wall bang.
I
as
jinxed
well.
the opening,
Oh my God.
but
Now
it's okay.
DFM
We're
pretty
anyway
much
bad at
Kind
pistols
of get free
so
reign
far.
across the map, be slowly a little bit in towards
We've
B
not
now.
been
There
doing
are
very
still
great
some
on
stars to
pistols so
work
far.
against.
There's going to be some long range from Mutoton trying to keep them
Reload
at
up,
bay.
reload
Takes
up.
so much damage down to 6. You have to give him space for an inkling. It's going to be a re-clear from Poppy as well, the high-low. But Poppy falling, that leaves Mutoton again with just low health.
So maybe
2v3 with
hope
Yudoton
is
at 6
lost, but
HP is
still,
a little
he has to do quite a
bit
bit.
hard.
Yudoton,
Oh, he's
set up
close,
a
he's
bit of a
close.
flank, but, oh,
Too
straight
many.
towards the smoke. It's just Jinpung taking down Crystal.
And Mutoton already just taking the
ठीक है,
choice
ठीक है,
of,
ठीक
hey,
है,
I'll
let's
get
go.
whatever
Yeah,
kills
yeah,
I can on the exit. He's gonna run
Let's
in,
just-
see if he can
let's
catch
just move
anyone
on.
off guard. Looks like they heard some noise right there at the end, so they're ready for it. They'll mass themselves away. Mutoton should be falling to the spam. Aren't gonna get a second one for that ultimate towards that Hunter's Fury.
And that's just how quick the cookie crumbles. Round starts instantly. DFM kind of assert themselves.
It's just Pistols and us have not been
shot against Darien, but at the same time, the secondary wallbang just quick off.
That wallbang really hurt us.
Down in towards the side as well, and just being able to find those angles and duels against GE.
First round.
Yeah, when you get taken out that quickly in the pistol round, right, and especially not having that rendezvous set up, a bit of a mishap on the side of GE. I wonder how much more confidently you're able to push out mid, because you have to. Wherever the chamber is, you have to take these aggressive angles to make sure you punish them from trying to clear that space.
We have to be super aggressive. We don't have a choice.
Or at least just give yourself some kind of an escape
they
route.
Go straight and plant.
Next round straight in towards B. Just everything open up for DFM.
Yeah, just stacking onto A side. GE, they take that choice, and down they go. The Lemmings off the map.
The G2 way.
It is a flawless, not by choice.
The quick G2 way, let's go.
Well, I guess somebody's choice, but not DFM's.
Yeah, G's choice to really deny those alt orbs possibly.
Quick. Because we know we need to quickly move on to where it matters.
All across the regen shield for me.
In the future, I want this to be the new meta. All right, on your anti-eco, you go B, but you have someone with the Ares just waiting outside of A main. And once the spike's planted, you just start running into the site and see if you can gun them down before they hit the ground. Just pick up those free ult orbs. You gotta stop this. Stop this nonsense. Anyway, GE now with their own buy. Gonna send out the recon. It does get shot down immediately. So some presence, but not sure of the exact information. Crystal doesn't have a good out right now.
Crystal?
Just some smokes to mask.
If they walk in, it's going to be very hard for Crystal to get out.
Coming up from DFM, and then they look to jump in, but the fault line delays just in time.
Nice.
And good timing on the util back there from Kelly S. But right now, I mean, Art's still being able to barrel through in towards the site. Sees that backside is clear, so the spike gets planted.
Yeah. Just wait for them to
now
come in.
A little bit more presence out from GE.
Spike is planted in a way where you have to fight on site. They have to just hold on. They cannot back out. It's not a great angle. So DFM, those he's sending everything. They know there's
No, don't, not in the spam, not in the spam. Don't go in the spam.
Has to be a little bit careful with Crystal right around the
This
corner.
is going to be harsh. Not in the spam.
Trusting his aim to hold off against the smoke.
Yeah, that shouldn't have happened.
Picks up the Phantom. GE not quite able to break through just yet. So much time already passed, and May still free to just duel back to back to back. He's isolating these fights so well, eventually gets shot down. Poppy and Darian, they open it up. But time not on their side. Akame still holding on to the site, and it has to be a save.
Time is not.
Straight up, just no chance whatsoever. All those smokes and everything cycled through. So much time already spent and burnt, and unfortunate for GE because this bonus goes again to DFM.
Yeah, Jian, sure, he loses
I mean,
out on that
pistols
weapon,
and bonus is
bonus,
not
so
a good place to be
happy.
in.
You'll still be able to snowball forward. The most important thing is you committed to just staying on that site, fighting for it, and it actually led to a round win. And now, I mean, every time we see May holding that backside, ready for the anti-flash, you got to get scared because we've seen so many highlights from this kid. Right there in that same exact position, once again, leading the charge.
Okay, now we need to be careful mid. Okay, they're pushing forward.
Still, though, being able to keep some of these guns, at least for GE, maybe able to strike back. There is a bit of a stack towards the B site.
Waiting for that push out.
Oh no, Crystal no, back out. It's a very bad position to be in, Crystal.
Up and pushing out. Crystal just holding on.
Crystal, that's going to hurt. Too many.
Gets taken down. Just a little bit of damage against May.
I don't know, even if he did, it's just way too wide of a position to be in, so that is going to be the open A site now for DFM. Fully on through and in. GE, they might be able to get towards the back side of things, but how do you really launch a retake like this? You're just looking for, maybe some possible kills to start things off.
Yeah, they are going to have that fault line to peek, but look at Art's position. He has no intent on fighting this. They want to catch info and then back out in towards the site. He's going to see it. He's going to back out. There's that fault line, but there's the recon. Jinbung by him as well. It is more than one. So
they don't know it's more than one.
Them in towards the kills. If Art gets it, great, but if May or anybody else can, it's even better. Art going to continue charging forward. May gets 2 for his name as well.
Now finding all that. Just the last one is going to be Kelly S, who's still able to find a couple of shots, so not too bad for GE, but Jed will be able to pick it up at the very end of it all.
Now the game begins.
Very smooth at the start so far. DFM
now we can't afford to drop
happy
more.
With their map pick in the first couple rounds. Not only identifying the fact that they had some good success on this against RQ, but also the fact that GE still showed some weaknesses. And right now, I mean, they're not even giving GE much time to really regroup and say,
they're literally just like W
from
gaming.
round to round.
Yeah, really not too much of it, just given the guns at the same time. But right now, first full buy truly coming up from GE.
The operator for Darian.
Up for Darian.
This, right? You're relying on the chamber being able to hold down these long sight lines. Yotan not able to really dodge the flash, but still trying to hold on to the position.
Sensing the use of reinforcement call already made. The Hunter Spear being sent through. It's an all-in from DFM.
No!
Straight off towards the off.
He's tagged. He doesn't know he's up there.
Not quite able to find too much.
Nice, Darian.
Darian up from heaven, picking up the first. Yudotan falling back in towards the smoke just to buy a little bit more time.
Yeah, but now they have so much more room to re-clear, so I love the fast flash, but May is going to get one GM there for the cover, and they'll hold on to the back of sight.
Quick with the gravity well as well. Now the cloud burst just to,
yeah, but now he's going to have to save the op. What else is he going to do?
From Jin. All that's left is Darian has to hold on
Never
to
mind,
the op,
they're not even saving the op.
The Headhunter not quite able to land the shots.
Bro.
May takes him down for the 5-0 on DFM.
Suddenly that round win streak. Not sure if it calls for a timeout. Obviously, Econ not quite there, so it is a choice whether you call it now just for tempo or whether you're going to maybe call it on that next buy round if the player still cannot quite figure it out in the server. But I'll be honest, the more I think about it, it's just like, can you, as a player in the server, are you even able to really process what's going on right now? The rounds have been so quick.
Yeah. We'll need a timeout after this. We really need a timeout after this.
Pause at some point, but all right, G with the eco just straight up pushes out from mid, spots out Jien, but still Jien able to hold back. A bit of a stun, and he's able to find at least one, but Akami trades right back.
We really need a timeout
Everybody
after
pinged
this.
as well. No clearance on the recon. GE surely a timeout after this round.
Yeah, thank you.
As they're not
We
able
really
to
need a timeout
execute
after
their
this.
plans to perfection.
Really need a
On a
timeout
scouting
after
mission
this.
on his own. Look at how much they trust him. Has that Vandal in hand, but just full faith that he will win the duels. Can he win the 1v2? Okay, he will eventually drop, but no weapon given over.
Yeah, a little bit too hot for Kelly S. You think about possible other players coming through. Mid was kind of cleared out by Art as well, so he's able to set up the link outside of Vents.
Yeah, and just look at where they have to go, right, Kelly S? Because of that mid pressure earlier that they weren't able to reclaim that area, he has to back out all the way. He can't wait to see if they're going to protect that Vandal dropped. Now he's back on the side. He gets one kill, isolating the 1v1s. He's no, he doesn't quite see it. I thought he might be.
Yeah, even I thought he saw the head, but then of course we are seeing the observer's POV.
Unfortunately, kind of blending in towards the wall as well, but right now.
No, Darian!
Holding on to it's just Darian out with the Headhunter.
15,
still not able to
okay,
land
he
the
at least
flicks.
got one shot here.
DFM continue
Okay,
forward.
pause. Call a timeout. Coach,
So
timeout.
much expected of Darian's chamber
Coach,
pick here.
timeout.
Just given
Thank
the
you.
combination that they have, right? It's either him or Yunotan that really needs to go out. Everyone else just a supporting cast.
Yeah.
And their last match, I mean, Darian started
Thank
to
you. We
warm
needed
up.
this
I mean,
timeout.
the desk kind of joked about it. You got to tell him that it's map 3 every time because he really starts to pick things back up. But
Yeah, just tell Darian this is map 3. If that works.
Coming through for Darian, not able to start right off at full speed.
Certainly got to wonder,
I need
what
calm
that speaks
down.
to mentality on the GE side for now. So the
I
timeout
need
hopefully
to
allows
calm
them to kind
down.
of reset. Because so far, like you mentioned, even with the game plans, the execution just not really
Control.
quite there. And it's also to the credit of the DFM who were able to start things off so quickly, so hot.
I do wonder if there's a consideration here to go for re-clears yourself. Now, looking at the compositions, I mean, yeah, you're much better at setting up and then planting the chamber or the jet somewhere aggressive so they can hold that angle, get the early pick, things like that, especially on defense. But DFM right now is so prepared for those early positions. They're just clearing out A main and then mid immediately every single round, back to back to back. So if you just wait for their users to come out first, go for a little bit of a re-clear, and then start to plant your feet. Wonder if that
I don't
maybe
know.
gets you a bit more
I don't know how I
value for
feel
now,
about this,
position-wise.
guys.
Darian going to switch over to the A side.
I wasn't happy about Abyss being
So
the
it looks
first
like
match.
They're going to wait for the early tag on the 0 point and then start to creep back in.
There's that creep.
Oh, but there's so much distance to cover.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I
here
told
you
you I
go,
wasn't
right?
happy
Wait for
about
that early
this.
util,
Back
but
off.
he has to get scared and run away. Just
Yeah.
too many pre-fire shots coming through.
May was kind of holding on to it as well with the blades now. Off to the one and done spot. Jerome will suss him out though, so needing to kind of hang back while the rest of the
It's
team
okay, just wait.
maybe inching a little bit closer towards B now where Poppy is jiggling.
But when this happens, GE has to have a different plan to push out and gain space elsewhere. Right now, you've just given up A main, and you haven't really gained anything else. B, always going to be a bit of a stalemate. But mid, Yudotan jiggle peeking, he has info, but you don't really have any space to control to say, okay, this is the deduction, this is where the opponents are coming from. And GE, now they just have to rely on that first shot.
Yeah, still a really passive plan overall. And hinging on Darren with that first shot once again. He does have Crystal with him though, so maybe a little bit more support, but now with the no command, you don't really have the rendezvous.
I mean,
straight into the site and so much
he's just going to come straight behind and rush.
Crystal though.
Nice Crystal.
Shot against me. Yudotan has to make a good choice on when he needs to pop out. Crystal's waiting for the call as well. They're just going to try and go for the spam. Just wait for the backup to arrive.
Nice.
Right now, Poppy coming through, and there's the spray from Yudotan. He only gets one. The Rolling Thunder not able to fully clear the site just yet. Akame eventually getting taken down. Jinbung, he's ready for one more, but there's just too many angles. He gets one
by one.
Eventually keeps him tied up, and GE will finally pick up a round.
So just kind of playing it safe, trying to get the read for it and quickly rotating on over. I mean, a little bit more textbook, but also
one round.
With that fault line, keeping them honest. GE able to find a round back into the game.
It's one round. You have a long way to go.
Yeah, this is a rough one.
Yeah, this was completely flashed. Otherwise, Yudotan would have got the other as well.
Double ults, all the util, but you'll take whatever round win you can. And Kelly's once again trying to get everyone on board.
Okay, we got this. Just slow and steady, one round at a time.
Tiny little details with how they're able to spot, possibly
one round at a time.
Trying to get on towards elevated spots, but then it can only work a little bit. Now the tour de
force. Yo. Darion? No, Darion.
I like that you take this position.
No, Darion.
I would love to see them do this more often whenever they're on defense, because this area is hard to hold, but this is why you play something like the Chamber, because you can get out without too much risk.
Holding on to it for now.
Just wait.
For him as well.
Just wait.
Just
no. Just wait.
But the smoke blooms right before.
The smoke. They just predicted it, bro.
Really might suggest that DFM really kind of anticipating, especially with the alt audio cue.
Yeah, it's just a hard read from DFM, right? Just saying, okay, are you on B? Because we haven't seen you on B yet. And he absolutely chomps on the bait. Now Crystal, Kellyus is nearby for a crossfire from heaven, but it looks like it's going to be a tough one. We are going to have that cosmic divide.
This retake is going to be very hard for us.
Cut off Kellyus. If he wants to fill the site, they need to be exposed on a high-low. There's a lot of util.
And now they're just going to run.
DFM says, all right, that's the call. We want to make the move across to the other side.
Holding on to it for now. Poppy does spot them on the
They're coming here, they're coming here. Call.
But look at Jinbung. He reacts to it and says, I'll cut off the rest of the rotations.
Yudotan.
Meanwhile, Jinbung wins. Yudotan still alive on the site. He's just
trying
to stay alive.
He can't see anything. We're blind.
Up mid, but meanwhile, DFM
bro, we're just going blind.
A hard read and a great reaction from Jinbung, eventually leading to 7 rounds.
Keeping themselves alive on all fronts, DFM. Despite G's best efforts to really try to play to their composition, right? Still just sussed out by the smokes. The mid-round decision from Jinbung to stay inside of mid to lurk out against 2 players and also dealing against Yudotan. I mean, look at how they were able to get into sight, but within range with that paranoia, Jian out from the back.
Yeah, and let's give Jian a little bit of a shout out, right? I mean, it's not like he's solo carrying the game or anything like that, but 8-2, looking a lot more comfortable. The team seeming to set him up better for success. Darren almost getting spotted as he breaks that door.
You're trying to keep some of the attention towards mid. There is that push out towards B now, though.
Yeah, now they do have Yudotan way further out. We have seen this before. DFM, do they sense it? They have an inkling. Yudotan did see a gun barrel, but he just has so many angles to cover. He needs to watch his own back as well. Oh, that's way too many targets. Unfortunate timing. And DFM, that's the call to start pushing forward with better weaponry.
Yeah, just a little bit quick and overwhelmed. The shot up towards heaven from
Let's just say,
although you have
Abyss is turning out abysmal for us.
Just trying to do as much as he can, but only good for the one. Now the rest of him trying to come back in to refill, but of course without the guns, it still is DFM able to land the sharpest flicks. Down to just Poppy. 1-on-4, not quite likely. The shorty in his face, point blank for DFM to collect.
Yeah, when things are going well, GN, he can just play it like he does at home, right? We're already winning. I can take these aggressive positions. I can play as if I know I'm going to win every fight. 10-2. Great to see the rookie who was put under so much pressure by everybody watching because of how well Cess performed in the offseason. But right now, yeah, I get it. It's a bit of a snowball of a map, but still great to see him start to get comfortable with the rest of his teammates on stage.
Definitely feeling that, giving him that boost all throughout. Might even say quite a bit for the rest of the day as well. I mean, the series is just kind of getting started. We're already midway through the first map, but DFM looking really, really fluid.
Darian with another operator, but oh no, he has no idea. DFM's so ahead of it. They know that the only thing GE has going for them are these off positions. Crystal will hold them down for now. Paranoia comes out from afar, but no entry just yet with the jet down for DFM. GN answers back.
That's a quick response from Yudotanis. Well, back towards mid just to check. Found someone. Straight back in towards A from DFM though. And Kelly sends off the flash just to buy a little bit of time.
And he's just going to be above and kill us from up top.
From Yudotan, but not quite able to find too much. Art just getting that position up against Kelly. Jen with the 2 kills as well.
And now just holding back sight. Already in position for Art. This way they don't have to worry about the front. Jen just going to be the scout. Lots of angles to cover. Jen not watching for it. Now Art knows of exactly the position. If Poppy remembers, Jin was looking up, so he doesn't have to worry about heaven just yet. But there's still a lot of room to clear, and Art finds the timing, and it's gonna be a 9th round win.
Incredible. Just a little bit way too much for Poppy in that moment, but at the same time, just Art able to play it to perfection. DFM, getting a good read for how GE can play. And that's just being able to find those counters against it. I mean, I think GE trying to play with that as well, right? If Darren does die, they can kind of find a trade off of it, but it's just still not quite enough.
Yeah, I mean, GE, you might get frags, but you're not getting space. I think that's the biggest problem right now.
Yeah.
And at this point, they're basically just saying, Darian, we just got to hope that you get some kills. I mean, let's be very honest. Darian's not exactly getting fully set up for this either. It's just a recon every start of the round.
Recon on his aim. Unfortunately, I mean, when DFM are this prepared, this sharp with the reads, you're not quite able to react in time. Now with the Outlaw being sounded off towards mid as well, you gotta respect it.
Yeah, 2 Outlaws, in fact, against this half armor buy round. This is DFM showcasing that they know they can basically finish this map, because it's not just because it's an eco, but you know that G has to try to buy up if they want any more rounds in the first half.
And for DFM, they can keep buying up. There's the first shot, down towards mid. Darren able to hold one against Akami though, so not too bad.
Yeah, you will keep that space. That's the important thing. Now you have the trademark as well, so you have a little bit more room to work with.
Yeah, we also have the mid empty right now, so they can just walk into either side from behind us.
But you'll take what you can get, because you've already given up on mid.
So let
don't know what else to say at this point.
They don't know that Yudotan is here. He might be able to strike back once they flood through from the stairs. But then you gotta watch out for Jinbung as well.
Yeah, the real question is Jinbung, does he catch Poppy? Uh-oh, he might have seen that gunfire as well. So he's trying to isolate the fights. He finds one. He's ready for it. Swings over. Yudotan just keeping him busy.
Now they're all
who's really locked with who right now? Yudotan already above him. Does he sniff it out? He does. He sees the gunfire. It's a 1v1. And it's going to be Jinbung who clears it nice and clean with the headshot.
Crouch down as well. Such a good read. Anticipates all of it
at this point, it's just
and now it's just a desperate
GG
play
go
from
next
Kelly
map.
and Darian. Needing to go for the save. It's the second round of the last round, of the first half, and they really need to hold on to their guns and find whatever advantage they can going towards the round 12.
This one stings. This one stings a lot, because you're 1 away from the Rolling Thunder as well. You'd like to do whatever you can to make that ult happen in the first half again. But with 0 creds, nobody else being able to buy, just doesn't feel good. May just showcasing the DFM spray. I mean, DFM, they know they're about to win this map.
Last round before the switch.
I mean, even down to the second half, not quite sure what else you could pull out of the bag at this point.
And, the graphics team was having some fun with those early graphics, but you have to wonder how different might have things been. It's not about the individual skill, but trying to build out a map pool with someone standing in so late into the off season. you have to rework certain things. You might have the playbook, but it might not suit the exact
Cali
players.
bhai.
Switching back over the duels.
We've
seen highlights, obviously from Yudotan, but also from Darian as well, depending on the agencies playing. But to try to build that out across all these maps for the draft, it's so tough.
Truly, to no fault of his own, but still trying to fight back. Poppy in with the judge, holding outside of danger.
Darian, he knows, bro. Nice.
And then Darren swings out for the next.
Can
now
they keep hope alive?
Bhag ja, baba, bhag ja. Udhar ja hi mat na.
Going into the second half.
Bhag ja.
Spike not planted just yet, so Yudotan going to be watching for the far rotate all the way around spawn. Meanwhile, everybody else across is trained on the site.
Spots out the recon too, so they know it's going to come from this spot. Crystal, oh, unfortunately not quite able to land the burst, but there it is. Kelly S and Poppy down to the judge.
Nice.
Darren from the back, at least able to pick up the second round, so the first half ends in 10-2.
All right, you get the pistol, you have a little bit of breathing room, at least some hope at the end of the tunnel, but it is going to be a long one for GE. And I was wondering if we were ever going to see an Odin in the first half, and it looked like he just couldn't quite
first
give it up
half was really not good from us.
But that is going to lead to that second round given over. Now, if I'm DFM, as confident as we were, like this is where in halftime you kind of got to tell yourselves like, okay, hold on. It's not over just yet, guys. Like let's not just assume we're winning. Right? Let's not just assume we can crawl around the map with the Odin. We got to play what we prepped.
One round at a time.
10-2. Suddenly, let's say G wins the pistol. It's 10-4. If they convert the bonus, suddenly you got to hope for those ult rounds to really try to close out the map.
I mean,
really got to
we
stay
have
locked
to
Absolutely right, Chobra.
win
The
the
game
pistol.
is not over. Even if they do win this map, it still isn't over.
बात कौन कर रहा है?
You still got to watch out for GE on some of their
कोई नहीं बात
subsequent
कर
map
रहा है।
picks,
अच्छा,
right?
no,
I mean,
जुवेनाइल
Split
बात
has
कर
been
रहा
so
था।
good for them thus far, all through our kickoffs. Hopefully seeing how that can carry forward right now. I mean,
Wait, no one's
really
talking?
just trying to work with what they've got.
See,
Darren's trying to do what
that's
he
where
can
I
on
get
this
worried.
role. But at the same time, I mean, a lot of credit to DFM for how they're able to recognize and what GE wants to do.
I think a common theme for this entire Pacific kickoff has been proactivity. I mean, we've praised it before, but in past metas, sometimes you had much slower metas where maybe it was too risky, but this year, it really is about clearing space and then holding on to it, pressuring the other team to move and make a mistake, really getting those forced errors out of the way. And DFM, I mean, they were pressing every
Firefly
single
Gaming,
pressure
I appreciate
point
the
on the map
comment,
in that
man.
first half.
I really appreciate
So
it.
much of it all throughout. Or even just holding in case someone does peek out at some point. You know, finding some of these moments against Darian, Yudotan at some points. So a lot of it really working out for them thus far.
See what the changes are. Does look like we may need to wait a little bit longer for a couple things to get sorted. I was wondering because we were looking at the GE side during that halftime and nobody was speaking just yet, but so maybe a bit of a late start to that halftime, but now the players getting ready for the second half. Coaches finishing their thoughts. And now GE, they will have to complete a marathon if they want to extend this very first map of their elimination match, best of 3.
Yeah, elimination match, best of 3.
Second half. Pistols on the side of DFM though, it's me on the Sheriff.
And for GE, it's just going to be a full send into A main at the very least, right up to the entrance. Just clear that. I mean, given the position of the trademark as well, I imagine you are just looking to barrel through, banking on the fact that it's going to be a bit of a default hold and not too much delay on the side of DFM, especially on the pistol.
Recon incoming.
Do have the double controller though, so at least the star alongside Jen to try to fend something off. The one-way comes up.
And we'll see how good this paranoia is from GN. Combination with Art's position there. There's
nice,
paranoia,
Ludo.
but it's a little bit too late, or Yudotan perhaps a little bit too fast, way ahead of it. He's able to peek around.
Backside, backside,
Backup
careful.
has arrived in the form of Main. He's got
That's
that
why
Sheriff,
careful.
and he holds backside with the classics, opening up a little bit extra time, trying to get it there, but he misses, and it's going to be clearance from Darian.
Right click, unfortunately, goes right by. Akame only gave
they don't know. This could be bad. I don't like this. I don't like this.
Goes in for the wide swing. Spots
That's
out
why I don't
Darian
like this.
with the go, so sharp on it, and repositions just to hold.
But Crystal's seen him, I believe. Jinbung hasn't, but I'm pretty sure Crystal saw him on the cross. Looks like it. There's the shock dart. It's just going to get the damage done. Jinbung closing the gap.
No.
He finds the timing, going for the kill. It's a reset. Still 35 seconds.
Holds back, sets up the star. Look at Crystal getting out with the boxes! Down with the classic! He left clicks and gets the wall bang through around the edge! Picks up the pistol round
Bro,
for GE.
don't do that. It's not good for my heart.
Well, if you ever need an advertiser for the GE capsule,
yeah, that.
I mean, just spam through. You're gonna be able to get that 1v1 clutch.
Buy the GE bundle,
was one of the
I
more
guess.
Intense pistol 1v1s he's had.
That.
Both of them just trying to make sure.
Oh wait, it was the DFM bundle. Not even the GE bundle. It was a DFM classic. It wasn't even the GE classic.
GE to 3. Still far from the point to get excited, but now 5 buys. You got an Outlaw, 2 Guardians, 2 Bulldogs, full firepower in the anti-eco.
You keep as much as possible to keep
Gotta stay calm, man.
Going.
Why?
Hit it. And that's gonna be Jinbong trying to come back.
They spotted and they know.
Does spot it out.
Just go plant, don't wait. They know now.
Well,
move on.
Yeah, so DFM knows it's either a fast flood or you're not gonna have too much of an opportunity. So they're already starting.
500 of them right
the
there.
Site. Back site already
Nice,
cleared.
yeah.
Heaven still covered, but
back off.
a little bit of trouble. He's gonna extend the distance. He gets 1, and he's good for 2. Good backup from his teammates as well.
Kelly spot.
Able to spam away.
It's okay.
Onto his elevation, looking for anything possible.
Nice.
The classic, but nothing found, and GE will be able to pick up onto everything. It's a
one round at a
for
time,
them
guys.
moving
One
forward.
round at a time.
You gotta watch out if you're GE. A flawless to let them try to get a snowball going. This is
one round at a time.
Listen, I'm not saying it's close to a comeback or anything. Don't call it yet. But it
No,
is
no,
the
just
best
one round at
scenario
a time. That's why I'm not
possibly
calling
have
it.
if you're GE.
I'm going to wait for one more round at least before I start saying anything.
This is going to be very hard.
This is going to be that full buy from DFM after
And this
all.
is going to be the important round.
The Outlaw maybe need to do a little bit more in this round, but at least for now, DFM with their setups a little bit more towards mid.
GE changing up where they're hitting. It was A and then B, and now some pressure on mid.
Oh, nice. They at least don't know how many we
a
have.
mid to B pinch. It's just going to be a one-dimensional push. They're not stopping.
Oh!
They're going to keep going. The drone coming through. Fragment will keep
That
them at
shot.
bay for the time being, but it's just a dash across the stun.
Nice,
it allows Unotown to pick up the kill. Sight opened up for GE
Crystal
once
call
more.
2 there.
Rifle
Nice.
upgrade as well. Now continuing to hold against the back.
Art,
Crystal
art,
watches
art.
it in case there is more. Poppy
is
as
coming.
well in case there are some rotations all throughout mid. Here's the
No.
footsteps,
Nice.
getting the spray down.
More
That's
coming.
The first one, but then the trade from Akame. At least strike down on towards B though. But
Back
Unotan
off.
getting a little bit way too ahead.
All right,
Okay,
still
they're low.
3
They're at least
members
low. They're
for
at least low.
GE. They know that they're quite weak on the other side. Crystal going for the shock dart, trying to get that chip damage or maybe a cheeky little kill. Darian not able to land it. Gian good for 2.
Bro.
It's a 1v2. But both
1v2, but both are one shot.
Crystal, he can't land it, and May will continue to be leading for DFM. 30 HP. And
They
he'll
were
be able
both
to
one
close it out alongside
shot.
GN.
Just absolute assertion, May not
I know
slowing
it was
down.
bonus, but we
GE
needed
were
that
the ones
bonus.
picking up the pace against DFM, but May says, okay, I'm ready to take that challenge down into 2-on-1. Just being able to take that against them. G had a good idea of trying to
Had a good
get
start,
that rush
but
against with the B split, but DFM were able to get some of these kills across. I mean, look at Gian with the spray transfer. Getting a bit of a wall bang against Unotan as well was such a good read from DFM.
Yeah, that spray was really good from GN. So starting to really showcase what he's good at. 17-6 right now for the rookie. May 12-9 as well. And I think that the ending to that round was just one of the more prime examples of a confidence play, right? You called it. It's a 2v1. You're low on health, and May still just goes for the peak early first to get information, see if he can get a cheeky shot, and he wins that duel.
Really forcing G to really kind of pump the brakes
Called
again.
it.
You know, facing danger of map point now. They spotted a couple players out towards mid.
The setup wasn't so bad because you're checking for both angles. You were prepared to go for the trades from GE.
I have a
but
feeling
only a little
Akame
bit
is
of
going to
chip
come and
damage
shoot
against Jan at
Darian's
the end
head.
of it. Drone drawn out, and you're still pressuring mid. Meanwhile, the setup for the B side. Darian will be watching Heaven, but the rest of them, the drone, doesn't catch information. Jinbong is hidden away, should catch the KO, so Akame has to back out. Jinbong, he gets out of it. He shuts down Unotan. That's the dive gone.
Still able to hold again as well. The second kill going through. A third.
Next map, I guess.
Now looking onto the fourth. Picks it up. It's all on to
At this point, give him the ace, bro.
Poppy trying to hold
At this
off
point,
against
I
the
feel
back
like
line.
just give him
Jinbong
the
looking
ace.
for the ace. He peeks out off the recon.
Thank you.
Gets the ace under his belt. Jinbong for DFM on towards map point.
And that's how you set up your teammates for the ace. What a nice recon. Good timing. Jinbong putting that
we're
on
going
the board
next
for
map,
himself.
guys.
What a hold. And meanwhile, I gotta say from GE, I still just fixated on all sorts of angles, but not Jinbong, the one that's been getting the frags. Just nice and calm crosshair placement from Jinbong. A lot of us have praised him throughout the offseason, even in the opening match here for DFM, but continues to prove that value, now shooting up to 15 and 9, but also just the util has gotten even better than before.
So much that GE are truly forced to pull everything out of all the stops. It's the blades from Yudotan.
I mean,
but
this is going to be bad.
looking to get ahead of it.
This is going to be
Just
bad.
outside of smokes, he goes for the peek. Bit of a one-tap whiff. He's going to dash right back.
Yeah, notices one too many people, but that's the call for DFM to push out of B main. Akame gets the kill there, and Crystal trying to get through, and you do have Yudotan trying to be a menace, but eventually it's all members down on the site, and GE will take control.
Quick enough to make it happen. Now Art just trying to retake a little bit more space from Heaven, find some sight lines, but nothing found.
Yeah, they know the location of each other. Poppy and Kelnius both one away from the ults. So if I'm Art, yeah, I don't know if I fight this. No reason to give them an early rotation to try to catch up. You just need that one extra round. You wait for the chance that you can get.
He was 2 health, guys.
Just one round.
2 health.
Close out this first map. GE showing a bit of resilience.
So far for GE, I mean, the few successes they've had here coming in is really just when they were able to go for those rushes. Okay, all right, okay. What? I mean, he gives them their ults, but he'll get a couple more towards his as well.
That's a fair trade. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you get 3 for your name. You know, they'll get their ults at some point anyway. You maybe just pass on this round and focus on when you're able to go for a combo yourselves. But it's really been the rushes, right? I mean, sure, eventually Crystal lost that 1v2 in the bonus. But even that one, getting on
pistols and bonus just hurt us a lot. Just hurts us a lot.
Still holding that default at the very start. But the problem becomes, at what point does DFM catch on? Because you don't have any chances if you're GE. You have no way to adapt after DFM has course corrected.
And of course, they're all going to come this site and then just go Odin.
What that could mean for
really
future maps as well.
Odin.
DFM's tendencies to set up. Cosmic Divide looking to make another rush happen. The Paranoia already sent through and baited out. Yudotan now looking to lead the charge. Sees the Odin Tracers. Goes up through from bridge. Oh, but knocked out by the Rolling Thunder. Crystal able to strike back.
They're taking over all the way into the back of site, but they'll just yield and decides to go for the plant onto the bridge. Cosmic Divide does go down, but DFM, they're going to wait for backup to arrive. Jinbong, last one, coming up in mid. Crystal trying to push them out of uncomfortable positions. Gets a tag as well. That's health down for May. Oh, what in the world is that? Drop shot! Gets him through the wall. Darian getting stuck.
Poor guy is just gonna get smacked in that corner, bro. How does he even get out of that?
Slowly start to creep towards the spike. Cosmic Divide, how in the world are you going to defend this one? Oh no, the ability's taken away. Can they block it? No, they'll have to restart the spike defuse. There's the aftershock. Is it enough time though? Trying to block the wall, hold the door. Can they do it? No. Enough time passed. Crystal going for the calculations, and yes, it is. GE will stay alive once more.
But at what cost?
Down to just Pandemonium and Chaos, and with the wire as well, GE managed to keep themselves inside of it all. But it came so
that
close for
wallbang
DFM,
was
almost able to make it happen.
Beautiful.
I gotta imagine, I gotta see how that shot happened for me.
Oh, that's
I mean,
yeah.
Just drops, sees
He
the
saw
elbow,
the
goes
elbow.
for it. That's a confidence play right there. And Crystal just knowing that that's the only option. You had to just push through. You had to get them off of it. But a lot of desperation used. You have to rely on that tour de force now.
Nope. Nope.
And it's been taken away.
Nope.
Just like that.
A few seconds.
Yeah, but they know the location of it and the setup. So now the stack. Look at DFM. Instead of pushing out elsewhere, instead of saying we're going to try to get a lot more space, we have lesser weapons, but we also know you guys have been liking to rush. So we're going to stack onto the B site.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
Can he stay alive?
I don't like
Can he
this.
get the kills? No, he doesn't get the kill right off the peak. Jinbong slowly creeping back in.
Roro. Oh, that's another one down. Crystal able to strike back, but Akame spots and jumps up on top of the boxes. Down to just Poppy and Darren, who's still marking the back lines, but again, it's taken away!
Okay, next map then.
It's the one piece of strong firepower that they have, Poppy. He's trying to make whatever work, but it's still a
next map, guys.
2v3, Poppy.
Jin.
He's aware of the wraparound,
We go next
though.
map.
With this much time, you guys aren't fighting us. What could be the answer? Waiting for Jin. But Jin also waiting.
They can keep waiting. 30 seconds, the spike is down.
Exactly. And he gets the kill. Whoa, Jin. Okay, that's a double. 20 seconds. Down to another 1v1. Art, does he have the timing? He doesn't know. He has no idea. They both have no idea where they are.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Whose senses are gonna tingle first? Spike still not cleared. Art senses something's wrong, but Darian will go for safety, checks once more, and brings GE to 7.
7 is getting close, Chobra. 7 is getting close. This entire round was close. DFM had it, especially some of the opening shots, you know, the great read against them. It was a bit of a half buy as well. And the fact that they made it happen this close really says quite a bit. Some of the confidence plays, but at the same time, down to the final moments, minute details in some of how the angles might have been held allows for GE to sneak out yet another round.
And now the operator coming into the hands of Darian, so he doesn't need that Jordan Force anymore, but it is a stack from DFM. It's a 4-man trap setup for that Blaze Storm. There's May, but there's the rendezvous. A couple knives out already. Can he get the reset? Not just yet. Crystal is going to help gun him down with his teammates, and GE will gladly answer back.
Holds out to the back line, and now waiting for the smoke to dissipate before they rush and send a full commit. Gravwell just to defend off and
one heaven, one
Jinboom
back of side.
alongside Jin. Can they make
One
it
heaven,
happen?
one down. No!
Jinboom able to get the flicks. 2 only. Kellyes and Yudotan to pick up the round for GE again.
DFM starting to get a little dicey. The Creds
Not like this.
to run dry one by one. Couple members still able to buy one more time in the next round. You can still get by with a half armors, but look at this. All the different angles already covered. I mean, it's a good read from GE. As soon as they get an inkling of it, they reset.
Timeout.
Just feel as though DFM needs to cool off.
That's exactly what they're gonna do with this timeout. Reset for the players. Make sure that they get that one round they need. Went to overtime last time against RQ as well. Yes, thanks to some of their heroics, especially from May, they were able to really push through on that one.
It's only the first map.
But you don't want to risk that when you were in the
only
lead
the first
for
map.
so
It's only the
very
first
long.
map. It's only the first map.
Not super
only the
vocal
first
on the
map.
screens right now, but at least, you know,
It's
recognizing
only the first map.
the tendencies.
I'm not telling you guys, I'm telling myself. It's only the first map.
For GE, you know, they can see maybe the light at the end of the tunnel right now.
I'm telling
To
myself,
stay ever
not
more
anyone else.
patient.
It's only the first map.
Can't let your mind get ahead of things.
It's only the first map.
And it looks like the GE coaches perhaps reminding their players of that, just sticking to the plan, making sure they relay all information. Crystal went away from the Huntress Fury, but otherwise, GE a little dry on the ult, but obviously strong weapons in hand. DFM, meanwhile, Cosmic Divide available for that retake,
Let's
so
go.
they'll leave that A site open.
Let's go.
They'll stack onto B.
Let's go.
Will that work out in favor of GE though? Quick peeks
No,
out
no,
in
no,
towards
no,
A.
no, no, no.
Yudotan able to dash away in time.
Yeah. Nikal lo, Baba. Nikal lo. It's not worth it. Don't die.
Kill,
Just
which
don't
is
die.
Very fortunate for DFM.
That's all I need right now. Don't die.
Now they can mask information on if there's been backup, how many people are there, and exactly which agent are going to be
first
taking
map.
their positions on A once more.
It's only the first map.
Still though, a little bit of intel there for GE, only spotting out
Come
Art.
on, guys.
The drone coming back into Reclaire as well, and that now is when GE kind of regroups, preparing for that assault into the A
Construction
site.
sound.
I
हाँ
like this from
काम चालू है अभी
GE.
guys
Masked
अभी
that
नहीं.
information, but you didn't see anyone peek out from mid, so now you have the reverse reading that DFM has to be holding far back. DFM trying to get ahead of it with
Okay,
the
they
timing.
only spotted
You do see
Darion.
Jinbung trying to clear out mid, but already the execute has begun onto the A site.
Oh, they know one is
Flash
back
drawn
of sight
out
and
as
one is
well.
heaven. Okay.
Now just for DFM to hold. Rotation starting to come across, but Yudotan already towards back site. Art trying to stay and hold out towards heaven, looking for some potential spams. Nothing quite just yet. Everyone able to dodge everything.
Okay, 2 back.
Yeah, and the bridge plan as well, so they weren't
3
at
back,
danger
2 heaven.
on
This is
default.
not
There's
good.
Cosmic Divide, but look at the position of Yudotan. He's going to be able to get info from the back side. Meanwhile, holding close, Art already gets 1 kill. Meanwhile, in the back, no, it's going to be Crystal still getting the kills from long range with the Hunter's Fury, just making sure they cannot enter the site. But now the flood has begun. The gates have opened, and May starts to push out. Darion, good for the angle. Crystal, good on the trade, and May has to push. 1v1, and he gets it! Their hero answers the call once again to close out the very first map.
It's okay. Next map.
Oh my god, May with his cape flowing in the wind, repeatedly making it happen for DFM when they need it most. His power truly shining down to those final moments. Just in a 1-on-2, takes those fights with ease.
Next map.
You see him showing off the scoreboard there. I don't know what he's telling GN, but maybe just congratulating GN on the number of kills as well. Tied together with May at 17, Jinbung at 21. Really racking up those kills as that semi-sentinel on the Astra. But DFM, yes, it took a little bit longer, but going to be very happy about their first map choice of Abyss.
Definitely can keep that one in their books for now. Meanwhile,
we lost a lot of winnable rounds.
Despite this being a loss for GE, that attacking side, that's where they really started to experiment and cook quite a bit. You know, maybe the composition not quite working out too well for them on the defensive half.
The defensive half was horrible. Attacking side, we picked up, but too late.
If you could just get a hotter start, maybe things would be different, right? Win some of those duels in the first half, but right now in this studio, what they have to focus on is going to be that next map.
Now the next map, you just got to win,
maybe
man.
in another match kickoff, maybe for stage 1,
win
but it's
now.
not the time to think
We don't
about
have any
that.
other
You've
choice.
warmed up, now you got to focus on your own map pick as they get ready for the second map.
And that's truly what it is,
Map
because
2
we still
predictions,
have a full series on our hands. GE definitely doing so much on Split thus far. Right now, it's DFM's time to shine, but can they continue shining onto the second map?
Yeah, curious to see. I mean, there was, I think, a very stark difference in comfort level here in Abyss. So it's still a little bit hard to tell exactly who's going to feel more.
We have given all 3 teams that we have played against us ace, by the way, I'm just saying.
But for the time being,
All 3 teams. Secret, Talon, and now DFM.
And now bring that confidence back out for the second map, while GE, they'll have to focus on what worked as they prepare for another battle against DFM. We'll send it over to the analyst desk to break down the action.
Please remove shades. We can't see you or crying. Don't worry, my shades will not protect me from cry. You will still see it.
Has been regularly struggling on this map, and it looks like they still have yet to figure it out. DFM though, everything mostly was in control. We had a little funny round on B with them, a little bit of an Easter egg.
Thank you for the Nate shot copy paste.
Yeah, I think when things get dicey for them, that's where May really needs to step in. It was a similar story against
that
RRQ
copy
when
pasta
they really started struggling, is when May pulled out the hero plays.
Seems like it was
I really can't fault their overall
very apt for me. Although I don't feel the same way about this roster. I feel that way in general, but not about this roster. This roster I'm happy with.
Impact, as did Talon in
that
a
map,
way.
not so
They
much.
really used utility
Not
a
so
lot
much.
to push him off the
Just
lines.
saying.
DFM was just straight up killing him.
Yeah, you could just tell. I feel like they understood how to play against this competition,
Next map.
especially in that first half. The game at 10-2 half is so
And then
hard
what's
to
the
come
last
back
map?
from. The game is sort
Lotus.
of won and lost in that. I mean,
Last map
we
is
saw
Lotus.
GE start to make a comeback, but your cushion isn't just big enough. Even
Let's
when you
win Split
start to
first.
pick up steam,
One step at a
you
time.
just don't have the round. You just can't afford any mistakes, and we see Jinbung
One
ace
step at
them,
a time.
and then of course that last round with a big mate clutch.
Yeah, this is not a good look for global esports right now, but I've seen enough matches here in Kickoff to know that the first map might just mean nothing for the overall match result. So this is a good
Let's
win
go
for
Split.
DFM, and I'm going to be curious to break down Split with you guys after this, because both of these teams are also quite good at Split. Jinbung continues as our MVP. I think
Split.
overall so far in this tournament, he's been pretty stellar.
He's done very well for himself, playing the Astra as well.
You
You know,
really need to
that
win
pseudo
Split.
sentinel on the defensive side, even on attack, he was getting his. So
If we
very,
don't
very
win
solid.
Split,
the controller,
our
I really
kickoff
want to give
journey
a lot of
ends
props
there.
to his GN. I mean, he played a lot better in this game, particularly the first half. He was really kind of popping off to start off the game, and even in the earlier rounds of defense, he did pretty well for DFM, I would say. But as with the rest of DFM slowed down a little bit, you know, early on here, it really felt like DFM was slamming the sites over and over and over again and going for these executes time and time again. And what GE really struggled with, especially against the double controller, is the retakes. It felt like they were waiting out the smokes, but the thing is, it's not normal smoke timing. You see it there on Heaven, the refresh of the
I mean, DFM also played really good, but we also played really bad.
If you wait too long, we'll never find that clean avenue to be able to complete.
There were a lot of unnecessary mistakes that we could have converted.
You can just keep cycling.
Now we'll have to fix that in split.
And DFM, it was very clear to me their approach was to slam sites against the chamber.
Yeah, I think this round is also really crucial. We see what Chamber wants to do is he wants to explore and lock those mains.
That smoke
DFM really understand
was
this.
so
They're just
smart.
Waiting for him
They
to
knew.
push. We see exactly the
They
same
knew
thing
that
with this
someone
round
was
as well.
coming to
Darion
peek.
wants to
They
start
just waited
exploring
it
A
out.
main. May moves across to the other side and is so ready for Darion to come out of the smoke. They understand what GE wanted to do with the chamber and shut it down very, very well to establish that dominant.
Draco, आपको trust करना है, आप कर लो, bro. It's open. Premier खेलो, जीत जाओ और कर लो. You don't need to wait for me to do it.
Very well, and when it does, it feels like its team's making mistakes against GE's attack, and Darion given too many opportunities.
Do you agree with that, Big Time? You know, you were making a case.
Why
for
is
their
my
comp.
stream laggy? I have no idea. I'll fix it later.
The thought process that
I don't know. Like it's not showing me any drop frames here.
To throw away and
I don't know what the issue is.
I don't think they should throw it away. I don't think it's not that bad. We saw how it has power on attack also.
It's not that DFM was playing great today. It's that we didn't step up in Abyss.
You need your chamber
We have to step up in split, otherwise.
It does change how your opponents have to approach the game.
This is the end of our kickoff journey.
DFM were very, very prepared. It's more, I want to see that second layer of. So now, if you know DFM are going to stand there and wait for your chamber, then he doesn't have to go. We can just delay that time. You can be on a deeper angle. That's what I want to see. I want to see them develop that comp a little bit more into the next step of it.
Now let's see how much these teams have both learned. We're going to be going to the second map of Split. Let's break this down. Now both of these teams have done well on Split the last time we've seen them play. Okay. DFM hasn't played it this kickoff. The last time we saw it was at the Radiant Asia Invitational. They played against Paper Rex. And by the way, the winner of this will be facing off Paper Rex, and DFM did beat Paper Rex rather in a very close overtime match against them on Split with one different player. Global Esports in the meantime. Also, 2 times they've showed it this tournament, and it was dominant against Talon and Secret.
I don't think they're worried about map 2. I think they're able to reset nicely knowing that they're going into Split. This is exactly what they did against Team Secret. This Split comp for them has looked very, very comfortable with this double sentinel. It's clearly a style that really suits them and that they enjoy playing. So I think they're going to feel good about Split. DFM is a little bit more of an unknown, so we need to see what kind of things they come out with. But I don't think GE are going to be too phased.
Why is there no option to add jersey number? We're only doing name. Numbers are safe for the players.
The map pool concerns me.
So as of right now, you can't pick your number, just your
like a free win. Exactly like you said, Vic. It feels like DFM can play this map if they can beat PRX on it. PRX
Zushibai not hate, not analyst, seeing VALORANT 0-3. Why can't they ban the map? Let's win this split. We'll talk about Abyss bans later. Let's focus on the next map.
Similar comps with different approaches for DFM. They're also playing the double sentinel single init, just a different take on it with the Sky as well as the
we started to lose as soon as Zelsis bought the bundle.
We just spoke about how well prepared they were for the chamber. So
you can't find any logical reason to pin this on Zelsis.
So
like no matter what you try.
Now. So they've shown a lot more material than the DFM have shown, having not played it in Kickoff. So again, what are the answers? How are you going to approach this double sentinel? What's your counter going to be? What's your composition going to be to counter
I got
it?
this.
And that's where the coaching staff of DFM it's your time to shine now.
I can stay calm.
Let's see what you got.
I have to say,
I can try not to rage or break anything.
Korean teams too, to an extent, but Japanese teams are masters of any stratting. That seems to be their approach to a lot of the matches here in Pacific. Now, we were talking about the Vice. And it's similar composition, probably similar in the approach, but do you think it'll be a big difference in their choice of Sentinels? Deadlock versus Vice?
Yeah, I think they're both kind of those like trap play kind of Sentinels, although the Vice is a bit more of a traditional Senti, whereas the Deadlock I feel like is kind of a supplemental Senti in a way to the Cypher, where, you know, it is kind of the agent that makes your post plant stronger, as well as making it harder for the other team to just hard hit you. I think the biggest difference for me is really the choice of controller, actually. Astra versus Omen. The Omen does a lot of nice plays that you can do with the Paranoia, as well as the movement on Split. You can act as a bit more of a second entry entry than the Astra that's going to be a lot slower on the side of GE.
Yeah, in that controller matchup, we tend to
Neon
view
Lover,
the Omen
yes,
to be a little bit
obviously
more
that
aggressive.
impacts our
The
season.
way you're able to paranoia to kind of control that space, you TP as well, so you have this almost pseudo.
Harish, I already
capability
answered. Nice
where
try.
Astra fits the opposite
I
side
already
of that,
replied to
You're
his
playing a lot more like a sentinel.
message.
You're allowed to lurk a lot more. You don't really.
And I
want to be lurking
appreciate
on
the
everyone, so
super
you can
chat.
use that paranoia, but on Astra, you're free to go wherever you want, and you're also like. You
Now
don't mind
shed
anchoring
some light
a
on
little bit more,
Patrick's
staying,
visa
not
after
rotating as
kickoff.
fast. We see the Omen anchor too, but I think Astra is a little bit better at it. So it's just a stylistic difference, really.
Well, just a stylistic difference, but only one of these teams are going to continue on to face.
Thank you so much, Simar. I really appreciate you buying the jersey. Ashish, thank you so much for 200 for a good old gaming game. Hey, Proton! I love it.
How are you guys feeling about
G will win, supporting G no matter what. Thank you so much, Proton. By the way, guys, in chat, Ashish Pawar, his in-game name was Proton, and he was one of the best oppers that I've seen in Counter-Strike. This is back in private time, talking about like 15, 20 years ago. Just saying, one of the best oppers I've seen in Counter-Strike.
And how are you feeling, Big Time?
I'm feeling okay. I feel
Okay,
like
split
been
now.
a good map for GE.
We got this.
I think they're going to push it all the way to map 3, and then Lotus is a different question and amongst itself, but we have to cross that bridge first. We have to get there first.
Well, we like 3 mappers here in Kickoff, so
Yeah, gotta stay positive, dude. Kya kare?
No changes. Both teams backing themselves with the last comp that they played.
can't.
Especially on the side of DFM, they get to start out nice and comfy on that defense with their double senti. They know how GE have had to start on attack. They are the team that have had to pick this and
This
start
is going
attack
to be
with this
very,
double
very
senti style a lot of the time. So
stressful.
We'll see if GE are going to be allowed to get away with some of the things that they were doing. They really do like those A executes and just getting into those really strong post plants.
Yeah, the deadlock is a sentinel. Like
We're literally one map away
hybrid, where the deadlock gives you
from
a
being
lot
out
of power for getting in the
of
side
kickoff.
with the grab net, and it also strengthens your post.
One
so
map away.
I don't think GE will mind starting on attack at all.
From being out
yeah,
of
well, let's find out
kickoff.
if this is going to go the distance or if this ends here for DFM. We are going to go into map 2 of Split. Let's give it to our casters, Troba and Quack. Chobra. Sorry, let me pronounce the R. There we go. Take it away.
Thank you. Thank you for the correction. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. So GE and DFM, obviously just breaking down the compositions. We have seen them before. And my big question is going to be, GE, I mean, they've looked good on this attack, but now there's that vice, right? The Raze doesn't, they can't break all the util on their own because of that sheer wall. So we'll see what the answer is from GE.
Starting things out at least. A lot more bunched up towards A.
Just checking for that early push out, not finding it. They'll go for the re-clear.
Oh.
May going to be all
This could be
alone.
very hurtful.
Versus Yudotan on the Raze. This is also going to be a fun fight right there. It's just a trade for trade.
Okay, and allows for G to at least flood in through, but Jinbuk does
No,
spot
no,
a
no,
lot
no,
of it
watch,
all
watch.
out.
Nice.
Oh no, the whiffs! It's going to be
Nice.
the pickup from Kelly S instead, but Akame able to answer right back in with a classic! The third kill! Picked up!
I mean, literally fighting for his life. Trapped in by the barrier mesh, has only a way out behind him. And he just goes for 3. What? But it's Poppy in a clutch situation. Turns on that switch for the clutch. Whenever he's left alone, we'll put up that smoke. He still has a lot of time as well, so he can try to fish for these 1v1s if he wants to.
He will have to.
His top ramp as well. Ooh, Poppy spots out the first, and that's Jen down. Okay, now has an option to head on over all the way through to B, but you gotta read the timing of how they're able to rotate.
I mean,
They do have a fast point.
They can.
Ready for it. He's gonna let him drop. He wants to wait for the 2v1. I love that patience from Art. Because you have the
Yeah,
numbers
because then he
advantage.
could just go from above, and that's not going to be fun.
Knows the position. Going to plant safe.
At least take plant. No.
Oh, nice little jiggle back and
Okay.
forth from Art. That's going to be DFM to close things out. And just the patience
It's
from Art
very,
really
very
paying off.
hurtful
The
when we lose
2v1, sending
pistols.
a Trailblazer as well. I like that commitment to the creds used because it's just going to confirm his position but also delay time so that he doesn't really have a choice.
This was
Smart
very,
play with 2-on-1 at the
very,
end,
very
but
hurtful.
Still, what this setup from DFM. I mean, May had no escape plan whatsoever. It was just there.
It's stress and nerves, guys. This is an elimination match. We lose this, we're eliminated. Obviously, the team is going to be
so calm in
stressed.
picking up those 3 kills. Now, that gives them so much on towards the next round with the guns that they've got. May on the Marshall, still marking down ramp. Oh,
that's
gets the first
gonna be
one.
1. Good for 2. Could get 3, maybe 4, and he'll get it. Only 1 left. Poppy once again all alone, but I don't think he's gonna find as much success with just the classic. It might be the GE capsule, but it's gonna be so much distance he has to cover. Akame just dragging him across. He's baiting him towards the ace. He's calling May over. He's running over. He's only got 46 HP.
Poppy
Poppy's
smiling.
Like, I know what you're trying to do.
Oh, GN just gonna take the kill himself. Yeah, Poppy says, you know what? If I am gonna go down, it's not gonna be to the ace. And also,
the showstopper.
Yeah, the guy with the showstopper. So I think he did make the best choice he could right there.
Jeez. But what a way to set things up. I mean, I don't know if you're going to be changing this anytime soon. May's just feeling that sharp.
I mean, you give him the Marshall, anti-eco. This guy's always going to bring you extra frags. Now, you do have the buys. You do have the full armors. But the real question is where do you go? You haven't really explored B yet, so GE, they are going to spread out on the default.
Me onto it's to Judge outside of Garage.
Okay, Paranoia drawn out just to delay for any push because of that grav net. So it is a decent interaction on the side of GE because now you don't have that much delay.
Now we gotta
However,
make this happen.
The sheer wall still not quite discovered.
Got Jinbung outside of screens as well on A site.
So DFM, they've chosen to stack towards the B side, right? You look at the trips, it's really just to get information. Did they go through Heaven? Did they go through Vents? Are they actually on the site yet? Did I miss that? And until then, he's just going to stay out of the site. They're going to go for a retake if it comes down to it on the A side. Now with enough time passed, they
Mayday,
will
mayday!
Over.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Round left on the clock. In a round where G really wants to make it count. So clearing as much as possible. Maybe not the sheer wall, but that does inform quite a bit to DFM.
Oh, and look at the setup from DFM as well. They were holding close on B Heaven to really push them towards A. So regardless of trip or not, right now, DFM are just going to wait until they get on site because you have May on there with the Judge, 1 away from the showstopper.
First point of contact. So that's
They
already
got 2 on site and 2 behind.
Everyone's starting to rotate over. Jinbung trying to hold May in
Nice.
with the Judge inside of the smoke as well. Swings out at the right time. Oh, but not the one onto Yudotan. So that allows for GE to really spread their wings across the entire site. Spike down, watching for screens, Crystal.
CT 1 Heaven.
Yep,
Okay,
4 man
then.
still alive. It was a good haunt that forced May out of position that allows them to clean that up with only 1 casualty. They would love to be able to keep all 4 weapons, all 4 pieces of armor as well.
Don't
Peeking out
peek.
Akame, very quick flick down.
We
Crystal
can't afford to
trying
lose
play
this.
the mind games, but Akame, it's really up to him to try to get more information.
1 enemy remaining.
Gets caught by Yudotan
Nice.
on the cross, and Crystal will get the close range kill.
Whew.
And while it's not
We
4
could not
weapons,
have afforded
GE
to
will be
lose the
safe to
bonus.
carry over 3 and full armor.
Yeah, good read on the macro from DFM, but that said, still, it is GE who have been able to flood sites really effectively.
Cannot afford
even
to
out from
lose
Abyss as
anymore.
well. Just being able to kind of get a read for
Guys,
how they
now-
wanna kind of
now is the
flood
time I
through
need you
from
guys to wake
elbow
up.
or even
Like,
just
if there was
anticipate
ever a
that. I
time,
think
it's
this
now.
smoke looks a little bit suspicious.
Don't
And
save
also
it for
finding that
later.
quick flick on
Don't save it
towards
for
May
later.
as
Now is
well.
the time.
So overall, DFM maybe a bit of a all-in towards May with the Judge, but GE, they'll take whatever they can get, trying to get back into the momentum swing themselves. A tough map 1 loss, and now already on the back foot.
Still though, DFM looking to strike back. It's going to be May with that op. Has the ult in hand as well in case he needs to escape. A bit more mailroom holds from DFM out towards mid.
It's that Razor Vine, I love that you pop it right away as the smoke ends. That way, even though you're not getting clear information, you know that they aren't getting across it just yet. They even delay further with the guiding light, and DFM continues to keep them at bay. They're purposely leaving mid open. You have ramps control and you have A site control for the time being. You've got the trips to delay as well.
They're watching
Only
Heaven
worried
and
about
they've
is
got an
Arc,
extra
right?
person
He's
there,
in
so
ramp, but at what point do you choose to
heard.
push out?
I heard the rope.
Well, that's going to be it. They see the cyber cage and no one there, so they say, okay, it is safe to take full A main control.
Then to hold the crossfire, continuing to possibly peek out for more information.
Oh god.
So maybe sensing that A is kind of clear. It's all
Nice, Kelly.
The hold, unfortunately, wall bang through.
Don't
May has to land
die
and
to the op.
connect.
Yeah,
Don't die to the op.
just going to back out. Doesn't want to deal with any of that with the op in his hand.
Yeah, back
We
off.
haven't
Don't
really
die to the op.
noticed just yet, and I don't know if GE
Oh, bhai.
has full information.
Don't die.
Has made his way all across from attacking spawn.
Everyone's healed up.
It's a timeout timing fight, but quite
Evans,
frankly,
let's
I
go.
don't see a reason for Poppy to not be looking this way. He's constantly turning around to see if a crossfire is needed, but right now he can just focus on the
Nice,
back, and
Poppy.
he'll be able to clean out the flank. Meanwhile, Showstopper, it gets shut down. Crystal with a nice timing, hides away, and then shuts it down. That's DFM
Yeah, they're gonna
having
have to
to
save.
run away. Tail tucked in, op dropped.
Don't take the op. Don't take the op. Don't take the op.
All
Crystal,
gone
don't
for
take
naught.
the op.
And it just is just GE being able to really
Just don't give them the op. We shouldn't take
push
it.
across the map in that fashion, forcing DFM to look, to be honest, a little bit lost.
I mean, they purposely gave up that mid control, and I like that they pushed out on A main as well, but as soon as GN drops, there actually wasn't really any extra layer of delay and cover in heaven, so May has to give up the site. At that point, the shear wall doesn't really provide much value because you've already given up full site control. You didn't have main control, and at that point, you've already lost half of the map. So just that one position, something that DFM's going to have to consider is if we're going to push out because we gave up mid,
Okay,
maybe
we need to
have
kill
push
May
out
and
from
Akame
both
first
sides
so
of
they
the map.
drop weapons.
Especially with May on that op as well, just couldn't quite hang on to sight for too long. So the next round now coming through.
Yeah, let them aggro.
Swapping some of those weapons on over, right? 2 hero rifles.
And just going to be that default hold. May tucked in at ramps.
Hey, check
Jimbo
Ram.
watching from afar, has that cam ready to set things up for May. Okay, it's going to be clear from heaven.
They don't know May is there.
GE, they smell something fishy.
I hate when they come and camp in such precarious places because I'm always scared that we won't check the corner and we'll get killed.
Kind of half by round with his rifle saved over. Akame, he's got but he gets one. That's the best he could hope for.
Yeah, not too bad.
It was a trade, but it shouldn't
Still
have been a
is kind of
trade. I don't want to
putting
lose
things up
Udot on
across the map,
there.
though, for GE to really push up. So now still kind of wondering about that A main, right? Or that top of A ramps.
No, it was a
Calling in for the
trade, but
reinforcements now. Maybe with the Prowler, Crystal can come back in to check and clear the corners.
Oh, that Trailblazer getting taken out by Poppy, but from the Ramen side really throws off DFM because you're not quite sure was he on the cross or not because he waits for it and just shoots it down. So they get the ping down onto Ramen, but they will just have to stick with their choice and give up that A site. It's going to be a very safe plan planted for heaven. Barrier mesh already
they have the gun now, that's the
screens.
problem.
You have a main control with that tripwire. Now, no vision, no info on heaven. So we'll see if DFM can find a timing to pinch onto ramps.
GE, though, still able to hold it. Just right around the side of ramps.
Ramp.
Able to mark the other ends as well. 2 players.
Wait.
See the timing of that trip.
Thank you.
Oh, they're just going to send May out to scout first. And now, going for the swings one by one. Art wins it first, but it's still going to be a trade in favor
That was
of
a
Jimbo.
trade as well, but
2
TK.
left on the site.
Timer continues to tick. Crystal peeks out into heaven.
Coming.
Down to just
Nice.
Jinbong, where
Clean.
Kelly's knows
Let's
all.
go. Keep
So
going.
GE
Keep going.
picks
Keep
up the
going.
round
One round at a
rather
time. Keep
effectively.
going.
Yeah,
We got this.
Again, given the fact that you only had the 2 rifles carried over, sure, you get what you can. You got some ult points. But I would have loved to see a bit more of a timing there on the trip. Maybe bait something out with the trip first because you know you have to get
I
through
can't
it.
sit, guys.
And
This
at
is
the end
so
of the day, it's
stressful.
going to be GE. Of course,
How
we're
do you
very
guys
happy
sit and
with that
watch?
one.
How do you guys sit and watch
The round's
this? This is so
starting to play out
stressful.
The way they pictured them so far. The operators not coming out anymore. DFM will have to stick with the half armors to make sure they have a couple more rounds in the bank.
At least to start things off, trying to come back in with that mid presence. The Razorvine, though, quickly eliminated.
Mail room.
Yeah, G's starting to get a read on a lot of these default util setups. But are they ready?
Yo.
Are they ready for the
Yo.
trap? They are. It's a double
Nice.
swing and a nice
Thank
drop
you.
with the
Oh,
shorty.
damn.
Good switch out on the weapon from Udotan.
Wait.
Being able to find
How-
some
how-
of these little gaps.
Don't
now.
wall hack Akame. What is
Daring
that?
to maybe
He
try
almost
to
had his crosshair on Crystal.
Through, while mid, though, continues to go under contention. Akame coming back in for the fight. Takes down 2 before Kelly's trades.
Yeah, Crystal hesitated a bit on that swing and gave enough time for the reset. Meanwhile, Darion, he's barely going to win out on the fight over
I
on
mean,
A. That
Chris
opens
Kelly
up
is
the
1
site on
health,
the A side.
Darion
Only
is
2
20
members remaining on
HP.
DFM, but look at the health of Kelly S. Down to 1 single point of HP.
Ooh.
Oh, man, that was looking very close. Darion also not much health, so they really just have to win their first duels each. May, scared of getting spammed through.
also for GE
Both going heaven.
hold further defensive position. So all
We
the way
need to know
towards
they're
the
both
back
in heaven.
lane, maybe coming back up for that timing play
We need
against
to know
Heaven.
they're both in heaven.
So
Just
this
need to waste
Yeah,
time.
it looks like it's really just meant to be for Darion to get a timing. Oh,
Back ko
the
jao,
right
back
will
ko jao,
take it
back ko
away,
jao,
but now
back
they
jao,
know
back
with the
jao, back
pressure
jao.
from behind. So DFM
Nice.
rushing onto the site.
Sure.
They can try to take the gravity well out. It's being used up. Rifles should be back.
Time.
Managed to trap.
Time. He's
Killian
one health,
with the wide
guys.
swing a little bit too much. Allows for Akame to get the shot in. Now down to just Darion. Poppy's
Need
already
to spam.
gone.
Darion.
Not quite able to land it. Akame strikes back against GE.
Great shots coming out
Should
from
have been a win, but
Akame,
TK.
holding true, really guarding his teammate May as he goes through with it, with a lower health as well. So really, he was just meant to be the bodyguard, but he makes it work for DFM. And right
This
here,
mid-fight
I love that he's
lost us
wary
a
of the
lot.
swing out, and by then, it's too late for Crystal to try to swing out on the trade.
A little bit way too
He was
much,
one
so
health,
despite
yeah.
the spike
He took him down to
planted,
9, but
still
kya hi karta?
DFM
He was one health.
being able to hold and fight back.
Thank you.
Wow, okay,
Early timeout.
3-3, and that goes for a timeout.
Oh, DFM called. What?
It feels like, oh, DFM wanted it. Okay, I guess just depending on how that round already panned out before they were able to clutch things down, I can see that, right? You're losing control of the site. You're looking at 2 people going up against 3. You're saying, okay, we're losing too much control. I don't mind it too much, but obviously maybe the hype being cooled off just a bit as well.
Still just needing to kind of find that rest, but at the same time thinking about some of these setups, which, like we mentioned before, are already starting to get read by GE, right? The Razor Vines all towards mid, constantly getting broken. So seeing some pings across the map right now as to how they might want to change things up. Still wanting to control mid quite a bit, especially with some kind of a trap play or just to watch the exits events.
See what the switch-ups are. Is there any chance of a bit of a more aggressive position on one part of the map and really trust the Vice util? Because here's the thing, the shear wall being set up over by B, it was just never getting tripped. Yeah, G just didn't care, so there's the switch-up. Just gonna go for a passive setup on the A side. Shear wall to trap anybody coming in through main.
That might be able to work in slowing things down for GE, who have been headed towards A repeatedly. Still just full sending it though.
Wrong side,
Down
wrong
to
side.
Showstopper.
He still
All
doesn't
alone,
know.
He's been spotted.
Euroton still doesn't know.
Akame cleans up the kill, and now you're already able to fill up the site. Nightfall goes through. They're trying to push through on Heaven, but they are blocked off with the smoke. The Trailblazer continues to check. Nobody right outside.
So being able to stay in control now, DFM puts up the shields. Manages to hold Jinboom though.
Paranoia to push them out of position as well. Trading kill for kill, but DFM still ahead in numbers. Playing it to their advantage. Buddy getting spotted. May trying to go for the combat, but Crystal, he's regaining that confidence. He's regaining the aim.
Just being able to hold out towards the back line to continue to find some angles. Evens out the numbers for now, but then the quick transition over onto B, where DFM is already reading the situation.
Okay, this is
Nice,
a send,
Crystal.
right? Crystal going for the fake because they realized they've pulled
No,
off
no,
so
no,
far. DFM
no.
would have gone for
He
the
knows,
rotate.
he knows!
Invested, but there's the spike dropped. This is where
Spike
it all falls apart.
drop.
They can
We
retrieve it, but he has to
can't.
rush
We
in.
don't have
He just
time.
has to get the kill.
He's
Only
on
8
site.
seconds. Akame knows the mission. He
And
just
there's-
needs to buy time. 4 seconds pass. He gets the kill. Another 4K for Akame.
Akame just able to fend it off and hold, despite the fake from GE. Jen got felled out towards stairs, but Akame was able to swing out from screens just to clear and check. Just gets down the spike. So much value found in those impact frags.
I love that he just doesn't leave his post. It doesn't matter what the fake is. As long as he holds true, he
Okay.
knew that they would get
Next round,
100%
next round, next round.
information, and it pays off.
You need to win more of those
able to
fights.
convert that timeout. And now, continuing with that setup, the Vice over by the A, the trips in mid, even if it breaks, that's information. They have always been leaving it empty, so all they want to know is, okay, are you pushing up or not? They don't really have any sign so far of wanting to take over that mid control.
A bit more active control for DFM outside
Then
of
now one
Garage
person
as
is
well,
there.
with the smokes out from Jen. So now just trying to hold, at least knowing that there is a bit more mid presence from GE. Jinbung.
We need to just get
This
as
is a
many.
much better move, though. This is what I talked about during that timeout. Do you push out a bit more aggressively on one side? And also, are you ready to potentially push out of A as well, since you've given up that mid position? Garage taken over. A main now being cleared. DFM turning
don't
into
know
a
we
bit
have- they
more
have
of that
two in Garage.
proactive
That's going to
team
be a
that we've been
problem.
talking about here in Kickoff 2025.
Still though, as it continues to move across the map, I mean now GE getting that space on towards B heaven.
spotted.
It's being read by DFM. Now they're prepared to get them down as they try to
Nice.
push on through, but the
There's
swings,
one more.
they don't quite pay off. Kelly's able to strike
Nice.
back against Jin.
Nice,
DFM,
just spam,
they're
just
trying
spam.
to fight
Nice.
back as well.
Nice, Yudo.
Jinbung out from the top of stairs, but Yudo-tan strikes them down.
Nice,
Yeah,
Yudo.
Yudo-tan just able to pick them off one by one as they're trapped. They're sitting down in the grab net, caught up in the
Oh, he
cyber
knows, he
cage.
knows, he can see.
Akame sees him, and he will get the kill, but Yudo-tan gets a third as well, and that's going to be
At least know
Akame
he's CT.
all alone.
He might
He's
come
gotten
heaven.
2 great rounds in a row, but I don't know if you feel confident enough to go for this one.
Yeah, 1-on-3.
Makes
little
it's
bit
a save,
much.
bro. Your economy, bro. Give your player,
so
bro.
much, though.
Save na, bro.
Backs off. Oh, is one away
Akame save,
from
save.
the Steel Garden, but looking at the creds,
Don't get
Jin
exit
not
frags.
able to buy up in that next
Save.
round, so they'll have to make do with what they have.
So the switch ups for DFM. Now having the
Thank you,
idea
Sanchit. I
is
really
we're trying to
appreciate your
hold for that
sarcasm.
active map control. Unfortunately,
Unless
doesn't
it's not,
quite
in which
pay
case,
off.
genuinely,
There
thank you.
still is GE being able to rush effectively.
If
Push
it is,
that
then I
mid,
would have liked you
getting
to
that
put
space
an extra
towards B
0 at the
heaven.
end of the super chat if it was
DFM read, they
sarcastic.
sent them that flash, but maybe it was a little bit slow. At the same
Okay,
time,
4-4
for
is
Art to
decent
swing
so
up
far.
the left side of the pillar as well was just clear and simple for GE to hold together as a squad, a firing squad really, to come with those sprays and bursts.
I mean, that spray through the cyber cage as well, just understanding, okay, you're probably trapped here. If not, that's fine, but you haven't taken the space. So Yudo-tan starting to come online. 2 raises, just 1 apart on the kill score. So GE abusing the fact that mid has been empty for DFM against them, masking that information and using the numbers advantage. This calls for yet another change on the setup from DFM. Looks like they want to set up Mei in a bit of a position, but too much opposition scouted. You're going to have to back off, rely on that shear wall for the delay.
No, Yudo. No, Yudo.
While holding the sight line back in from Scree.
No, Yudo. There's another on site.
Paint shells defend them off. Trying to trip that shear wall, but not quite able to make it happen just yet.
Yeah, the Razor Vines will delay it just a bit further. That allows for a reset onto Heaven, but you have to watch out. There's a guiding light. Love the safety from Art, but are you both able to get in just yet? They're just going to yield it. They say if you want to go Heaven to B, we have the setup there to try to anchor down on the site.
Watch, watch, watch.
Akame, he's got to get so many kills. He's going to hide behind the map. That Arcros needs to go big, and he does! He
He's
catches
blind.
him in the sky! Blind as a bad Yudo-tan falls, eventually getting caught by the Annihilation. Sight still in favor of DFM. GE frantically trying to regroup in Heaven. They have to rotate over. They have to get the kill as well. Akame dropped and stranded on Heaven.
Popped the Steel Garden
See,
just before it
watch,
died
watch,
too,
watch,
but now
watch.
off towards the races. It's both teams racing towards the B side. Flash sent through just to buy a little bit of time, but Crystal has slipped past it. Now holding back towards defender spawn. The smoke comes up, the spray comes in, and also just GE being able to get the spike down soon enough.
Yeah, Crystal waiting for his teammates and then helping clear out the site itself. The protocols seem to be coming online for GE. Positions taken. Poppy already going into Garage for that extra space. The sonic sensors are going to delay any sort of push in from Alley, but they've already all dropped.
Art, he's looking to make something happen. May, though, in
CT.
for the first peek, unfortunately, drops to Darian.
Don't
Then the
die.
swing out
Nice.
from Jin, not quite able to connect either. The Odin has to come
He's
up
dropped
huge,
ropes.
but only good for the 1. Down to the 1-on-2 for Jinbung. And he's thinking about the back. Too many considerations for Kelly's to then swing out from the side of the pillars. GE find the lead.
One.
Just inching ahead
One
one
round
by
at a
one.
time.
Barely able to stay ahead, but starting on the attacking side, I think GE will gladly take the scoreline.
साहिल
It
शाह
did look like
पागल
it
हो
was
गया
gonna
क्या
be
सीजन
frantic,
अभी
especially
शुरू
with
हुआ
the
है
ults crisscrossing
थर्ड
against
मैच है
each
हमारी
other,
सीजन
but they're
की
able to
जनवरी
stay
चल
together,
रहा है
group up in Heaven. And Akame being released right at the end there. Very unfortunate, not
1-1
able
round.
to escape from danger.
Sanchit, thank you so much. I really
Unfortunately now,
appreciate that. I
he's
mean,
starting to
I
show
was
that
kidding
this
about
zone
that, like,
as
but
G is
I
able
really
to
appreciate that.
tighten
No,
up some of their
Darion has been
protocols
working
and
really
not
hard.
really wanting to
I know it
repress too
doesn't
far, too
always
fast.
look like that
They
with
are
the scoreline,
able to take the
but Darion has
lead
really been
against
working
DFM.
hard.
Still though, DFM early control with outside of Garage.
W Sanchit.
Just going to take up that entire space. Look at the just emptiness of util on B site. You're relying on the fact that you can delay with the trap plays over by mid and the setup over by
on the site is very hard, bro.
On. And then
you need
is all about that delay, trying to punish
Nice.
the trigger on the wall. Not going to find his target.
Not too much. Prowler calls out that most of A Heaven is clear as well.
Nice.
Then the outlaw shot from Crystal. That's Akame already gone.
He's too close. He doesn't know. He's too
Now
close.
just
He doesn't
complete
know.
Disregard for all of the setups over by the A side. It's a good hit from May.
Back.
Nice jiggles.
Double.
GN answers back as well. So the trap play finding some value. Look at the push-up. Look at the push-up from Art. There's the judge, and that's the spike dropped. No omen on the side of GE. They will have to run and retrieve only 30 seconds.
No, this is no.
An off angle. This one's tricky to read. He didn't have a judge
He won't
blast.
expect
Not
this.
suspecting it at all.
Why would he
And
expect
DFM will
that?
tie it up once again. 5-5.
Why
Just
would
so
he
quick
expect
in
that?
being able to react against GE, right? He saw that, maybe he was left a little bit clear. It was just
was a
coming
clean
there, being taken down by Crystal. But as soon as that happens, already
This was double
Seekers being
peak,
sent
otherwise
out, Boom
1-1
on his
hota
for May
to-
to actually take the fight, the
was
pinch
very
down
fast.
from mid. And also, truly, Art being able to push all the way out. That active map control truly works out in his favor as he continues to push off of the bits of chaos that were induced.
So DFM taking that proactive control. It's starting to pay off. We'll see if they can keep that in mind for the last 2 rounds of the half. Sees nade combo, a bit of a new look. Finally, just pressuring Garage right off the rip for GE. And I mean, look at it. DFM not quite ready for it. They just haven't done this the entire first half.
Not so much, but at least the one-way cage does buy a bit of time, and maybe Jin able to hang back from V having to hold and provide that support. But right now, GE just baiting out the util.
Yeah, so G's trying to tell them, okay, well, you don't have any way to delay us anymore at the front of the site, so how are you going to fill the site itself? And
All
then they'll continue to
utils,
pressure point in
just-
mid to try to slow down their rotations, but it's a good scout out from Art. He does take a lot of damage, but does he bait them in towards the judge once more? I think GE has to kind of remember the memory bank from last round and recognize that this is a possibility.
Oh, damn.
Maybe.
I'm worried for Darion because May is on ramp. I'm really worried for
taking their
Darion
time
right
with
now.
it. Slow creeps up.
Darion.
They've re-cleared Garage as well.
And there comes the
Darion.
Nightfall Paranoia drawn
I'm really
out
worried
as
for
well, but
oh,
look at this
no.
GE. The whole plan was
No,
always just
no,
keep
no.
them stacked up.
No,
over
no,
by
no,
me,
no,
but
no,
that's
no,
2
no,
kills.
no.
They do not remember the fear of the art of the judge. One more.
5
It's a
more.
nice attempt, but almost 4. And there's the last drop from May. Darion all alone. 1v4, 20 seconds. There is just no chance. He gets locked out. And that's
at least
the
take
round
the-
in favor of DFM.
And the door shut in his face.
10 seconds left.
Last round of the first half on the next, and without the creds, I mean, this Vandal is going to be it. For GE at least. And that judge play just truly works out.
I mean, you look at the creds, it's a little questionable, right? So they're not really thinking about that possibility,
Last round
let alone
in
the
the
fact that
half.
obviously it was a push out and a way to hold on to B. But the overall macro idea I like. They say, hey, we cleared any util if you had any over by B, so you're going to have to focus, you're going to have to shift your weight. Then they send the Nightfall, it's a full fake, and DFM does fall for it. The rotations happen, but all they needed was a singular judge.
Judge and Art. His paintbrush. The next round coming up, though, still
Art is
holding on to
painting
the
us with that
judge.
judge.
And Outlaw on the side of Akame as well, back from screens. G just looking to send it straight into B Heaven.
Okay, just trying to clear close. He just launches it. Not really anywhere else to go.
बदला ले ले,
Now
250 मार दे.
answers back, and he tries to get ahead of it, but Jimbo, with amazing cover, will save May. Everybody tagged up. Oh, they're all trapped. There's the paint shells. And it lands right on the stairs.
You can see that G really don't want to back themselves in towards ropes once again. So it's just May and Jinbung to hold on the other side of Mail. That's the first shot already. GE kind of pincered and trapped inside. They're going to hold their ground, though, while May over-aggresses.
Well, trying to push them in. Poppy, does he now have finally a chance to try to peek in with the Sheriff? Site cleared out. DFM will wait to regroup. It's a 3v3.
Just to hold on the other side. GE looking to get
No.
the spike down.
No. Crystal back, crystal back, crystal back.
Gian might have spotted him
Planted.
right
no,
on the exit.
No, crystal.
Still a little
Thank
bit
you.
risky. Waits for the Trailblazer.
Thank you.
They know the location, but Crystal, he's
No.
trying to hold closer now, not behind the box anymore. And GN recognizes that there's a chance for the push in. He has to wait for his teammates to clear out some extra space. There's a jump forward. Crystal, he hears it. Not
He's
quite sure
it.
yet, but Poppy with 1 kill. On site, GN not able to line them up.
He's above you, Crystal.
Akame 1v2 drops right in front of Crystal. And it's going to eventually end at a 6-6 half.
So close and incredibly tense. But once again, showing the strength in GE's rush. Straight in through. Mate had his own showstopper as well, but that's where everything came to a bit of a stop, a roadblock.
I mean, just an absolute mess. Honestly, in my head, I'll be very honest, I'm thinking, I mean, where's the help? Why are we getting stuck in Mayo, trying to peek out one by one? But they stand true and they go out for the Cypher ultimate, get the information, force him to back out, and that gives the opening for Poppy. So rather than risking, you know, the weaker weaponry, they go for the utility, and eventually they get the site. Can't blame them.
Also showing how they knew how to work the site as well. Past the smokes, Crystal, just being able to stay so ready on top of it all. I mean, GE
we really need the pistol round. We really desperately need the pistol round.
And close score, but you gotta respect and admire how DFM were able to come back in to take these rounds away from GE again.
Really need the pistol round.
I mean, I don't think either team is really too upset about the half, but that also means that both teams have to stay nervous for the second half.
A little bit more so for GE.
Pistol equals PTSD, bro.
Yes, we talk about how strong the Cypher lock is on that post plant, but also, especially on split, I do think it can get a little bit hard to really try to power through. And now on the defense, you can try to stack on one side, hold on the other. Meanwhile, DFM, I mean, the Death talked about it, the Vice able to act a little bit more as an initiator, so maybe they have a bit more proactive freedom here in the second half.
Yeah, a little bit. It still feels somewhat even for both sides, but I'm just thinking about, you know, how this feels mentally for GE, who are
how this feels mentally for GE
on the edge of elimination right now. Still
very hard.
Comfortable on their defensive half.
The
setups towards A, the bear mesh already up.
You know, just trying to counteract that cyber cage, so eventually they'll recognize no crosses yet, and the wall's still up. Jinbung trying to just let them know that it's only him breaking this barrier mesh, but GE, I mean, that doesn't really change the plan for them. They will just hold that crossfire.
Yeah, not at all. Cam spots Art out by Garage, though, while Yudotan comes back in to hold a little bit closer.
Yeah, the classic Art of Nobody with the Sky Lurk on the other side, trying to throw out a couple fakes there. You're on the pistol, but not really gaining too much information. Decides to bank on the strength of numbers here for DFM. Huge catch on to Yudotan, a lot weaker now.
45
That's going to have to call back up over from mid.
So instantly filling back.
They're all going heaven. They're all going heaven.
Out to the top of heaven, but May repositions alongside his team as well.
They have to suspect this. They purposely pushed him into that corner. Eventually he falls, but he does take out Art. Now Kilias holding close. Jinbuk still over by the ramp. Akame once again opening things up with another kill. Everybody taking one each on the side of DFM. And with 4 members alive, it's once again just Poppy alone.
And this time it's a 1-on-4. Sure, May might be low HP, but look at the setups up around elbow as well.
Thank you so much, Sanchit.
No information. You just got to take the 1v1s as much as you can. And DFM, they won't take any chances. Now that they know where he is, they'll just bring him in. Akame with 2 on the Sheriff, and DFM start things off with a pistol once again.
Astro India, if GE loses today, we get eliminated from Kickoff, and you will see us play next once Split 1 begins, after Bangkok Masters in March.
How GE might have themselves set up.
Split 1 begins in March.
Decision to really work together as a team to barrel through out towards A heaven, maybe a bit of a split push out from the ramps as well. They really kind of broke apart GE's defenses back there. Now on to the next round though, buying up, it's Akame on towards the Marshall, Jinbung on the Ghost.
And we got triple Bulldog as well, so a bit of a heavier buy. Akame going to be a little bit on that back line as that Vice, so keeping that Marshall for himself. May already looking to charge forward with a Bulldog.
Crystal not again.
Space already taken by Jinbung.
Oh. He's the one with the Ghost. So looking to slip through his cyber cage. Crystal Marking the other side, but lets him slip.
Yeah, I mean, the timing actually works out. I was wondering if he really needed to over-aggress
this
this
is going to be
much.
very
He can
hard
always
for
just
us.
go for
Everyone
aggression
rush.
after the plant. But he takes Heaven fully. All they need to do is worry about behind the map. It's a 50-50, and May will clear it. Safe and sound. Crystal now caught off guard in elbow all alone. And look at this,
now
Jinbum ready to collect. Oh,
walks
that's
inside
a
that
nice shot on the jump.
It's like a Mario jump
And now
with a
all of a
headshot.
sudden, if you're Yudotan and Kelly S, it's like, I know he's got the ghost, but I still got to be careful with how I want to retake that space. And it's just spawn. All this while, the spike will continue to tick away.
The problem here is that the G players do need to die. So eventually they'll need to run towards the spike, but currently they were a little scared because DFM is probably waiting with open arms given how much space they've taken.
Yeah.
Slowly start to creep up so you don't have to sprint in. Standing right at the edge looking for a jump in. But look at this, DFM, they're ready for it. All charging forward, and it's just an instant kill. Jinbum and Art picking up one each.
Just immaculate. I do love how DFM were able to take down the round, though. I mean, just Jinbum be able to slip all the way through, but the way that he does it is thanks to his team sending out that util, right, down towards
Now the
screens or
bonus.
elbow at least, and that's why Crystal kind of left his post. Jinbum was then able to set himself up towards the back of spawn, cutting off on all those rotations. Just so much space, so much. I mean, you gotta imagine if DFM pulls things off like that again, it's not gonna look too good for G. But then, you know, this is where G gets the buyback up.
Yeah, waiting for that barrier mesh on a timing. Going to respond to util. All right. Does still have to get spent very early, and DFM wants to get rid of it ASAP. But one thing I also want to point out is that on this default, GE, look at how spread out the Cypher util is and the Sonic sensor. So a single nade not going to clear out the entire site
Puppy can't
on
die
either
here.
side, because on the B side, you have the Astra as well.
And they haven't taken out the Bear Mesh either. Well, G, they've kind of planted the two players back towards the top mid as well.
Waiting to see if there's a final poke in towards that barrier mesh. So GE securing all that information, but it looks like it might be a strong hit towards that B side. You're not seeing any tripwires. You're not seeing the cam. You see the jump up from the Astra, and they will just drop the gravity well.
Alright.
And that's the signal here for Jinbum to go across. Now, he does get tagged, but they don't have full information on the side of GE.
Too many,
so they
Yudo!
have to wait. They have to fish for information, and Yudotan pays for his curiosity, and that calls for Jinbum on a nice timing peek.
Oh man, Jinbum. Just so much already afforded to
30
DFM
seconds
with these
left.
tiny movements. Earlier on was a little bit of a dog to clear out mid as well, and that kind of baits in for Yudotan, thinking that maybe it was just one person. Now that's going to be the flood for DFM into the A site, and lo and behold, it's just Darian here. He's hiding inside of elbow, looking to maybe deny the spike plant, but May's gotten it in a safe spot.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even care about fighting him. They'll just keep him trapped in here. There's the pain just pushes him out, and that's right into Art's crosshairs. It's a good setup. DFM is playing
I mean,
so
just save, bro.
calm,
We have
so
no economy.
patient.
Just
and there's
save.
sheer wall to watch their back as well. Kelly S has to back out.
Thoroughly calculative as well, Chopra. I mean, the way they were able to bait out all that util from GE, you know, it's just a little bit dangerous outside of garage, but baiting out that grab wall and then with a quick reaction to push up mid and into A.
Yeah,
Just so
really?
quick. Now taking down Kelly S as well. You know, this is a little bit of an out point for Jin, but all that's left is just it's Puppy. It's Puppy.
And not much he can do, but DFM giving a little bit of respect as well, not going out one by one on the hunt. They will just clear the site. He's hiding in a rather hard place to find all the way out by Ramen. Akame currently up to 18 kills, but I gotta point out, right, just not over-aggressing into elbow, not kind of ego peeking into these 1v1s where you think you can win, and DFM just saying, hey, our win condition, we already have the spike, we already have coverage, you don't have to worry about it, I'm watching from heaven, and then we push him out afterwards. And at that point, there's really no other option for GE but to save.
You gotta love it when DFM continues to make plays like these happen and to play to their advantage as well, not greeting too much. I mean, this can really snowball into a huge lead. GE, though, trying to get ahead now with the slight half buys. They peek out. Poppy actually getting away with daylight robbery.
Run. Thank you.
Just that hero rifle, finding its value so far. Yudotan still left in mid with a Sheriff. Almost had a timing, but he will have to back out. Oh!
Wallbanged.
Yeah, gets chipped right through, only 29 HP. He'll buy time with the boom bot, but it's not going to be much.
Okay. It's wallbang dinked. But, you know, the fact that it's Jin who got killed, no smokes on the attack, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, no coverage, no way to mask it. So now they are grouping up, saying, all right, we just have to go for it. And look at the read from GE. Yeah. This side, we haven't seen them cross over. We haven't seen anything from B main. So everybody waiting for DFM on the A side. There's the C's, it catches R. There's the paint shell, doesn't get him. Eventually, May actually gets the kill onto Crystal. Distraction's working out, but Yudotan clean with the shot.
Still continuing to spam through the cage as well. Unfortunately, that's going to be Akame down now for DFM. The spike on the ground. Jinbum trying to take things into his own hands, but gunned down by Poppy. Art fires back, but it's a 1-on-3. He kind of knows where his opponents are, but what he really knows is that the spike is down, needs to pick it up, doesn't have the time, goes in for the swing, but it's high, low, left, right, all over the place. GE picks up the round despite the worst economy.
Yeah, it was looking a little dicey, giving 3 rounds in a row, the bonus given over, but this is a great way to try to stabilize and crawl your way back in. Now, tightening the gap to 2 rounds. And May, I mean, does his best. But this was one of those rounds. This is a classic DFM round. Okay, you don't have smokes, we just have to go in. I don't mind it. You don't really have much of a choice. But then it just turns into, May, please open up the site because you don't have much other utility. And it's such a choke point for him to get through.
Not like this,
yeah,
not like
everything
this, not
out
like
towards
this.
the exit of that A ramp area. Slow, smooth is fast, but not when everyone is bunched up into one spot. Next round coming up, it's going to be the Barrier Mash out towards mid.
Very far out as well.
Like we need to win 2 rounds in a row to break the economy.
Peaks as they're trying to break it, but as you mentioned, it's broken very early. So GE, they'll have to pay attention. So because of that, they push out aggressively. They notice the Cypher, and they'll be able to push him back.
No, back.
The rest of the team just kind of asserting themselves up towards top mid. Flashes out, looking for that quick take out towards
500 of them stuck over there in mail room.
Down with the grab net. Looking for the spams. May in with the rock.
Nice.
Oh, shut down!
Nice.
The showstopper. Kelly.
Nice, Kelly.
Spray all 4.
Nice.
What a
Oh,
hold,
thank
the grab net to
freaking
buy
God.
time, and the reposition to get ahead of things.
Forget the ace. Forget the ace.
No reaction. I mean,
Yeah,
this
because
might
he doesn't
actually
want to
fake you
give
out
a
bit.
position.
Kelly says, wait, hold on. You didn't actually check the side. The ace on Kelly, yes. Standing tall, standing proud for GE.
Thank you, Kelly.
And that's Annihilation. Oh my God, Crystal, what a G.
That stress.
Just be hopping away, but
getting
also
that shot,
truly the round
that grab
for
net.
Kelly, yes, to pick it all up. Just had the hold outside of Mill, had the grab net.
Let's go.
Reacted in kind to that showstopper, able to shut down May just as he tried to start things up.
I believe.
Yeah, again, I don't think
but
the
I
read
need us
itself
to
was
win.
terrible from DFM. They recognized one was vent, one
My
was
belief
male, and
won't
one
get
was
us
over
to
by the
win.
A side, so it's
Them
weak,
winning
two
will get
rather,
us to
by A
win.
side, so you know it's weak on the B side. You want to just barrel through, but the Gravnet hits everybody. So much delay on this side. Gravnet sees, and then the double sentinel usage all the way
there's
through
500
with the traps.
of them
and
here
then
on
you've
A
got
side.
Astra. I mean, you have to drop this util a little bit faster if you want consistent rounds.
Yeah, that is something to watch out for. That deadlock, especially with the util. But right now, looking to maybe set something up towards the A site. The dog has been cleared.
Blinded.
Now you know that the Baron Mesh is still up in mid, so you are banking on the fact that it should be A.
Nice.
There's a showstopper. He just launches it close.
Hey, we
not
lost
holding
one.
on to that ult for long. G Crystal does get traded off. May comes in deep. Kelly S. He has to watch out. There's the
Nice.
annihilation. Catches May. Can he get saved? He's gone.
Don't bother.
It's just too late. Jinbun gives up on it.
And that's the round 2 possibly as well. 2-on-4 for DFM. They hang back out towards the top
It's not over till it's over.
How do you re-aggress off of this? Look at the angles marked by GE.
Let's.
Yeah, I mean, they still have the trip as well in vent, so the only thing you're worried about is pushing through.
They don't have it, they don't have it.
getting
Back
the kills
off,
up
back
and
off,
down.
back
You
off,
don't
back off.
need to necessarily fight this. No
Like I
reason
said,
to
back
equalize
off.
the numbers. GE, they just need to not
What's
give the
above you?
ones. Kelly S gets one kill, now back down
Heaven,
to a
heaven,
3v1,
heaven,
and
heaven,
the spike
heaven,
is
heaven,
down.
heaven.
A much
Last guy.
safer position.
And 20 seconds on the clock as well.
10 seconds left.
Let him save. It's
The
okay.
round
Don't lose
surely
any more
over,
guns.
but
We can't
Yudotan,
afford to.
Can he get towards another showstopper? Here's the cam. Notices him. He is pinged, but it doesn't
Nice,
matter.
Yudo.
It's just a matter of jiggles left, right. And Yudotan will
Now
get 3
the
on the round.
economy is in a well.
Outpoint
It's still
too.
fine. They can get one more buy.
GE surely
It's not yet
clawing their way back in,
broken.
3 rounds in a row.
This round, if we win,
Just getting the read
then there's
for
a broken
DFM.
economy.
Quick with the reactions on the showstopper as well, instantly sending it through. finding those shots towards the end, just putting up that, again, the choke point outside of A. DFM, not really
okay, Yudo's getting, I slowly see that smile coming.
Somewhat of a flood or a rush play, but
I slowly see that smile coming for Yudo.
Yeah, just because you have to read on the positions, the blind rush through so far.
Odin. Yudo, don't die to Odin, please.
Considering the possibility of that showstopper in that last round, let's be honest. So DFM, they won't take things.
Now they know. They know one is Vents, one is Heaven. So it's a lot of information that they've got.
Maybe kind of trading rounds in favor of the ultimates, like pulling those ultimates away from GE, then looking to make something happen. But right now, out towards mid, feeling quite a bit of pressure. Jinboo not finding too much outside of A either.
Yeah, that Razor Vine thrown forward, I am curious exactly what the purpose would have been, because you weren't crossing over. It doesn't really find much value. It gets erased immediately as well. So not much space created, not much value gained, but the barrier mesh instantly destroyed. They do hear the Odin. It's back. But the sonic sensor still online, so look at that. GE says, okay, we still see nothing on A with the cam. We still have the tripwires there to buy time. It's going to be that B side hit. Poppy not hit by the Steel Garden. He's in the way back. Not quite spotted with clarity by that Trailblazer.
Does put some attention away though, so allows for the trio to push up the mail. And that's Jen taking down Yudotan.
Nice.
Poppy though, still holding from backside. Akami trades. Crystal now from the bottom takes down 2. Jinboo with the trade as well though, so now able to somewhat take the side a little.
Darion, this is on you.
Still opened up
nice.
From GE. Darion, the shot from heaven.
And now grouping up. They know he's still on the site. One more ping. He's by the pillar. Could have repositioned, but the duo, they're waiting for him to peek out for information for that 1v1. They know he's still by the pillar in the middle of the site. A 2v1. What's the position? It's going to be a double swing, but he eliminates them 1 by 1.
We didn't.
Talk about slicing the pie. He doesn't need it. Just quick with the stutter step. Akame has been on a tear throughout this whole map, and he continues to make it happen.
Just great clutch right there. Understanding it's a 1v2, expecting them to play it properly with the double. And like you said, nothing fancy, just a little bit of footwork. Trusting that the shots are going to hit.
Keeping themselves in the game off of plays like that. Still though, ultimate's now up and online for GE.
Newton noted, up by Vents. Kelly's not able to take away that Razor Vines again, but it simply means no one's pushing out. Space not quite taken. I was getting a little worried there, pushing up that far with a spike in his hands, but he'll back off.
Just to hold. He's looking for that bear mesh that hasn't quite yet been thrown out. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, just waiting for trying to maximize the time, but it just gets deleted immediately.
Cool. Okay, Grefnet baited.
Sonic sensor still online. Yudotan's just waiting for that information. Goes for the spray. Doesn't
nice,
quite
Kelly.
get the kill, but Kelly's does. It's a nice little crossfire in the smoke.
Akame trying to spray back as well.
Nice, Kelly.
He gets sprayed down by Kelly's instead.
The Phantom's doing work right now. No sky available. No flashes from anybody. Jinboo trying to open things up. That was a quick clear. Pushes through on a timing. Darion knows where he is, and he waits for it. Chooses the right angle on the peek out.
On Poppy
and he
now.
will clean up that ace site. So now it's just Poppy waiting for it. Down to 1 member. But it is May. Well, it's got to be Poppy on the site as well. Doesn't back down.
Let's go. Nice win, Darion. Nice play, Poppy. Let's go.
I mean,
another
these
round.
Two teams, they just can't get enough of each other on this map.
Can never have too much.
Akame is just having such a good game.
DFM. Meeting each other inside of mid, though, that was a thing to definitely think about. How Kelly's was able to kind of hold on for the timing of it, set it up, noting that DFM was trying to clear some of that util, and then coming in with the sprays,
Three rounds. We need 3 rounds.
And you know, despite the 10-10 scoreline, oddly enough, only the 2 timeouts from DFM coming out. GE holding strong, believing in their players, liking what they're hearing from the comms, it looks like, liking the adjustments and the calls from Kelly S. But DFM,
they need
a bit of a reset.
3 rounds.
Wanting to close things
3
out.
rounds.
Perhaps the pressure mounting onto them, wanting to not go to that third map.
Certainly could feel that.
Let's just get those 3
Can't
rounds.
let it affect you, not in this moment. So
This
really
is the score after losing pistols and
figure
bonus,
out
guys.
what it is that GE are putting up, because it always has been so
Juvenile
much of
also
this,
looks
the
pissed.
util that they've got. Oh.
ये ना मार दो बस जीत जाओ 3 राउंड लेके खत्म करो बस हो गया.
Elevated. I don't know if they're arguing or Juvenile's just continuing to talk to Elevated separately. But Juvenile had a lot to share during this timeout, not letting that opportunity go to waste. DFM, not enough money. With the rifle. Interesting. I mean, he is the one on fire right now, so
Losing
I like this
pistol and
choice.
bonus
Normally,
is
you'd
really
still see
hurtful
teams
for
like this be
us.
like, all right, well, May, here's the rifle. But right now, Akame
250 log भाग
he's been firing on all cylinders. You let him have that rifle.
What's he gonna do with it?
Don't peek, don't peek, don't peek, don't peek,
Slowly
don't peek.
inching forward in towards
Don't
B,
peek.
something that G might
Spotted.
not expect. Poppy kind of reads it though, hangs towards the back.
Kelly
Gretna
watch.
does connect in towards
Nice.
Akame, so no, that's already the hero Vandal gone.
Oh, the gravity well call. It
That
was so
blind
good for
kill
Poppy.
was so
Heads up.
beautiful.
Just recognizes that it's going to be a potential creep in. Separates the entire army, and
They're
that's
backing
the
off.
weapon
They're backing
down.
off. A. They're just gonna go A and check.
Jinboom
They're scouting
trying
mid and
to
A. That's scary.
Find a little bit more across the map as well, while the rest of the team carefully inching
Make
forward
noise.
to
Do
up
what you gotta
mid.
do, man.
Yeah, I mean, right now, DFM, they can just hope that GE peeks out, gives them those 1v1s, gives them the headshots, but look at GE's positions. They have no intent on doing so. Cam watching Heaven over here for Crystal. He's got the long range down with the Outlaw.
Come on, peek,
Every
peek.
angle covered. Little bit
Peek.
far on that flick
Peek.
over.
30 seconds left.
Still lets him know that he's there.
Yeah, with the miss, though. Now the call made from DFM, trying to get onto the site. That should be the spike planted. Haunt going out just to make sure they're not holding close. And gee, they need to wait for backup. But look at May's position, trying to make sure they can try to win this round, turn things around. Going all the way for a late lurk.
One more coming in.
He's starting
Nice,
to break
Judo.
through, though. The timing is
No. Papi check behind. Papi check behind. Papi check behind. Just someone check behind.
Will not have enough time at this point. Art's looking for the right clicks. He gets at least
Huh?
one. Oh, swaps over to the knife. Crystal. May does
Okay.
get one, but Poppy answers right back. So
Okay.
at least it's a bit of money for DFM, but GE
Not
still
clean,
picking
but
up
I'll
the
take
round.
it.
I mean, the classic old throw all the bodies at the problem there wasn't a big one, so GE able to close
I'll
out
take
that
it.
round. And now leading back for the first time.
Okay,
in
this is the
second
most
half,
important round. If
11
even
to
this
10.
round the economy is broken for the last
But right
round,
here, Akame getting caught
and
out.
this could be our
Cam
map.
Showing right behind that
This round.
box. One too many squats. Sticks out like a sore thumb. A nice kill there from
this
Crystal as
round
well.
is going to be a very
The next round
important
gets set
one.
up. Once again,
For this map, this round could
might
be the
have some
decider.
ultimates, but you gotta watch out for what GE has set up. Kelly S, one away from the annihilation, continuing to be a menace outside of mid.
Sees nade combo.
Uh-oh.
A counter proactive trap here. They get
Nice.
a sniff of it.
Nice,
and the
Darion.
swing up from Darion as well to make sure that there is no counterplay.
Unfortunately, Jinboong's life all for naught. They have it set up from the other end, but no
Nice.
trades found. May and Akame just...
Whoa.
Ooh.
Yeah, they heard it though. So yeah, look at that, backing
Just
off
back
because
off.
they
Just
saw
back
the
off.
raise over by the A side.
Just back
They're
off.
not quite sure what the setup is in mid. They don't want to risk the 50-50 or the double swing. So GE, they'll back out. Just look for the trades on B Heaven.
Darion, this is on you.
Jin looking to capitalize, but nothing found either.
Oh, what?
What?
What was that flick?
Okay, well the fadeaway works out.
Crystal
Opens up
watch,
the A
Crystal
side.
watch.
Crystal has to fight for his life, but Yudotan
Crystal.
arrives just in time. There's it from the shadows, but May, he's not good for all of them. Yudotan holding strong. He has backup.
He doesn't know, he doesn't know.
Kelly, yes, it's a double
Nice.
swing, and they'll take down Art. The spike does make its way into the site, but a 2v3. DFM would like nothing more than to get one extra pick.
Play
before
slow,
they go
play
for the
slow. We
plant.
need this round. This round is everything for
Quite
us.
safe enough, at least the smoke refreshes, and there it goes up outside of screens, but nobody's watching elbow. Annihilation sent through, a bit of a shotgun one with that, but unfortunately, Akame just kind of gunned
Do it.
down. Showstopper in hand as well, and Yudotan able to blow things up on the site. No chance in hell for Jin.
I love that Yudotan doesn't even fire blind. He just waits and he says, well, you're the one running out of time. So if you peek me, even if you fire, as long as I let my rocket launch, you are done. That's a round secured. This shot.
That flick by May, though.
May was able to carry this
That
round
flick
off of that
by
fadeaway.
May just
He's
hurt,
the
like it
chosen one for
hurt here in
DFM.
my heart.
They gotta keep him forever because that would have been ridiculous. But nice and safe.
Just waiting
playing
on the
with
fuse to be
calculations here
spotted.
from Yudotan. Nothing too flashy in this match so far, but doing what he needs to. This time May online with the showstopper. Steel Garden still in the hands of Akame as well.
Wait, Crystal is opping?
The operator being sounded off in mid scares them away. And look at the setups. Over by B, it's going to be a double. They've done this before when they want to kind of close things out. It is going to be that
It's too
12-10,
cold.
the
I'm
double
freezing.
high-low
I need
setup
to.
over by Garage.
I'm literally
Trying
freezing.
to do it again. Out for DFM, trying to hang back. This does take quite a bit of time away though, and still GE holding on to their utility. The Steel Garden tripped off, but I don't know what much it finds, and Crystal
Yes.
still holding true with the op.
Nice,
They
good
wanted
damage.
To try to get Heaven control
Back
so they
off,
could
back
maybe
off.
even
We need
potentially
this.
rotate over to B, but like
Don't
you
die
said,
to this, don't
there
die to
lies
this.
no value there. Siop, he takes it down, but is he ready for the trade? He's just gonna get launched down, tries to avoid it, but you're never going to. You'll land right back at the pool. This, I mean, it looks like it's going to be the beginning of the end, Darion. He has to hold strong.
All on
Two
Darion.
members closing in.
All
He
on
wants to
Darion.
choose the 1v1s. He tries to find the timing, but May breaks through. Spike planted. May Jinbung will find another as well.
Why
Perhaps
do we do
spoke
this?
Too soon, because DFM just isn't quite done yet.
Hold on. It is Poppy.
The Clutch Master himself. Cosmic Divide already used, but GN getting ahead of it.
I mean, he doesn't
Just 10
know
HP,
he's
but
there,
he's been
obviously.
So quick today. Poppy swings out.
How
and
would
GN
he?
is good for the kill. 1 point away from
How could May
overtime.
even get that, bro?
Is it possible? They did it once. They did it once last week.
No.
Can they make it happen again?
No.
You're all thinking about it, but so
No,
far
no,
it
no,
still
no,
has
no, no,
been
no,
GE
no, no.
with the effective setups. That GravNet still being able to disable Akame.
No.
Yeah, but you can tell on May's face as
May,
well. Yeah,
oh my god.
No,
it's just
no,
taking
no,
so
no,
much,
no.
taking everything.
This is not going to
that
overtime.
They have, as a team
They
for
have
DFM,
two
all
ults.
the
We can't
heroics
afford
across the
overtime on
board
this.
right now to even just try to bring this to overtime. GE, they want to close this out. They want to get backstage, rest up, get ready for a third map.
Looking to set themselves out outside of A.
To stack onto the A site, and then a close hold on Vents. They are happy to give up Heaven right now, and then it's going to be a repinch onto the Flood.
Judo, back off.
He gets caught, and GN crosses over onto the rafters and opens up Heaven.
GravNet avoided and baited out as well. But into the site though, Crystal alongside Darren still holding strong.
They are
I mean, they'll
spotted.
just walk around, right?
Paranoia keeps them tied up. The wraparound.
No.
For the rotation, but they might get caught themselves. They have to watch out. They have to watch out for
Back
the
off,
positions.
back off,
They're giving the
back
GN trades
off.
1-for-1.
Back off.
Kind of hangs back, but into the site, Crystal, another shot through. Jinbuk taking down Poppy. The spike has been dropped though. 40 seconds on the clock now.
Just back off.
Darion and Crystal grouping together.
Don't.
They go for a double, trying to get ahead of things. They do. They split, but Darion left alone, not able to pick up the kill, and Crystal will fall to the hands of May. He says the game is not done just yet.
I am still here and I'm still playing. We are going to overtime. Just as it all happens, GE, they had the setup. They had 4 players stacked up on the A side, but as it all kind of breaks down, DFM slowly able to break on through thanks to Jen, who actually TPs from the side out towards Heaven. Continuing to hold on towards the back of spawn as well, though. I mean, it came quite dicey, but Jinbung managed to land some nutty shots.
Well, 23 kills for Akame, 22 for May. May definitely has the support this time, but it looks like they're going to need a lot more to close things out because GE was the one resting at match point. Neither team using their new timeouts during this overtime. It starts with GE's attack.
And Art on an Odin. Holding close. Clears out Garage.
Remembering that proactivity that started to pay off in that first half.
With an Odin, though.
No,
Smoke
Papi.
lets him have that angle. The util comes in, it's just going to be a spray. I mean, we've seen what this guy can do with the Odin. He isn't just any other player, but there's a spray from May, trying to keep them at bay. But they get over. The tripwire broken a little bit late, but you still have to respect the vent space.
And Jinbung backs off. does have the camera, so might be able to hold it out from screens, but then you're giving up quite a bit of space up A heaven as well. At least no trap plays this time, and GE is able to get a little bit more space
No.
Thinking back
Papi, you
in
can't die
towards
to that.
Mail. May, as well as Jen,
they need to stay alive. GN and May have to stop them.
We need
here
to use
so
something.
that
We
Art
can't
can
just go
only
in.
focus
May will
on
get us.
Garage.
No.
And there's the creep in. They didn't want to get caught by the trap play, but they will get shot down by May. They're once again trapped in Mail. There's the pain shells. They have to split. They'll avoid the bulk of the damage. But GN, once again, holding by the rafters. May comes back in onto the site for support. It's a high-low. There's the spray down. May catches their attention. A 4K in overtime. And Art with the Odin in true DFM fashion will lead to match point.
there it is. A bit of a chance for GE to possibly strike back. The defensive half has been the strongest. But May, how does he make it happen? That's just incredible. They kind of lined up towards the back as he holds up from the top of rafters as well, finding his impact, finding his position, and managing to stay alive and hold down that ground.
Is it truly May who determines when this game will be done? The superstar hero picked up last year for DFM.
Cool.
Tried to get some extra support. It didn't look too hot in their first match, but perhaps it's a reevaluation. GN looks
We're one round away from
everybody coming
being done
online
at
today
kickoff.
against Global Esports.
1 round away from being done at kickoff.
Maybe, just possibly, but still, all that util is currently getting set up. The Baron match not quite yet broken.
DFM trying to pretend that they aren't in mid, seeing if there's a push out from the sides, but no movement, so they'll re-clear onto that mid side. No tags on that guiding light, I believe.
Uh-oh. Doesn't work on their favor, though. They're able to kind of creep up back in.
Well, Yudotan trying to use it against them, trying to hold that off angle.
Oh, Boombot.
Yeah, eventually goes back towards that B side, so now you know the race over by B.
No, you don't.
A very risky position.
Oh my God.
And the Sonic Sensor not going to help him there. Poppy takes a lot of hits, but Kelly S, he guns down too, but is it enough? Poppy all alone, only 59, 49 health. He's stuck in the Razor Vines. He can't move. You can't move anymore, Poppy. You just have to be a turret. He's locked in. DFM knows this. They have him pinned. Poppy, 29, 19, the ticks, they keep on coming, and there's just no exit from L. May will
See you
keep
guys
them
in
away
March,
from the site.
I guess.
The spike slowly making its way. GN goes for the plan, separated Crystal and Darian. They need to win their fight. May's ready for the swing around. He's ready for everything. He gets the shot. No, Darian will answer back, but he can't quite be the hero. Crystal, 1v2, the swing out. It's the double, and GN will rise back up.
See you guys in March.
Earned his spot.
14-12, Jin carrying the Japanese flag over across the finishing line and putting DFM one step ahead, possibly towards Masters Bangkok. They saved themselves from elimination. What a tight and close match.
And I love that big bear hug from Art to GN. You have to imagine what that guy was going through. Everyone had their eyes on him. Everyone said, well, Cess looks so good. Is this guy really a good pickup? He comes in, just not able to log into the server, not able to wake up in their first match. And then he shows up today, puts up the frags, sets up the trap plays. Sure, sometimes a little bit rough around the edges, but it looked good. And meanwhile, what an unfortunate way to go out. Global Esports, so much potential. They came out swinging against Team Secret, and yet their journey will end early this kickoff.
Might not feel too good.
Yeah.
It is just kickoff, though, and
It is just kickoff, but now we play in March.
This form, this version of Global Esports has shown quite a bit, but at the same time, despite
DFM
this win
played
being
well.
quite the strong one for them,
We didn't do the best that we could do.
shows that they
We
have
have
the
to-
grit, shows that they
we have to
have the
come back.
resistance and perseverance to push themselves all
March.
the way through.
It's a great look for DFM, a team that maybe had sparks here and there, but they weren't able to quite carry through. Now pushed to the edges, they show that they can rise back up once more. It doesn't matter if it was the cleanest or not. What matters is that a lot of these rookies were able to say we can lock in when it matters. If it takes the heroics, that's what we'll show across the board. And it's great to see the smiles on this Japanese squad. And now it's time to hear from our winners who survive once more
Kickoff
here
is
at
over for us.
VCT
Our journey
Pacific
here at Kickoff is done.
2025.
Well, with this win, DFM keep themselves alive and in contention for Kickoff. Now, congratulations, DFM, GG. Hugo, I need you for the interview. Coming over here.
Back to
May,
practice.
Of course, our superstar.
We have to practice a lot harder for
Here
March.
in the middle. Congratulations, May.
Thank you. ありがとうございます。
네, DFM의 메이 선수
Yeah.
만나보겠습니다.
I'm not going to blame the
부탁드립니다.
format. We should have won. We should have won against Talon. We should have won against DFM.
연장 가고 로터스까지 가나 했는데 2대 0으로
I guess
오늘 깔끔하게
we're just going to have to do better in
가져가게
March.
됐습니다. 일단
Once split
오늘
one
경기
begins.
소감부터 총평부터 들어보고 싶네요. That could have easily gone to Lotus. But you guys closed it out 2-0.
Yeah.
You guys still get to play, keeping your hopes alive for the kickoff journey. So how relieved are you, May?
Aajao, all the people have fun and chat. We lost. You guys have your day. Spam. Do what you gotta do.
スプリットで、カムバックされかけて本当に焦ってたんですけど、10対12になっても、折れずにみんな諦めずにちゃんといつも通りのプレーができたので本当に今安心してます。嬉しいです。
So we could actually come back at the split, and everybody relieved their confidence. And I'm so relieved right now that we came back at the split.
I need some time to turn on this microphone. Would you like to turn on this microphone? Okay. Thank you very much. 스플릿에서 충분히 해낼 수 있다고 생각했기 때문에 자신감을 갖고 이제 스플릿 경기를 했고 오늘 승리해서 너무 다행이라고 얘기를 하는데요. 그러면 또 이어서 메이 선수 마이크 키는 시간을 버는 동안 메이 선수의 헤어스타일에 대한 스토리 들어볼 수 있는지도 물어보도록 하겠습니다. Did you get the microphone on? Okay, good. All right. Small talk though. Tell me about the hair. What's the inspo?
髪型についてちょっと教えてほしくて、もし何かからインスパイアされたのか、何か影響を受けているのか教えてください。
いや、何もないです。何もされてないです。
There are no inspiration. I don't have anything.
Oh, okay. 그냥 뭐 영감은 없고 그냥 머리 기르고 싶어서 길렀다고 얘기를 합니다. 그리고 오늘 경기 보니까 확실히 지난 경기에 비해서 지현 선수도 훨씬 더 팀에 많이 적응한 것 같은데 지현 선수와 함께 팀 합은 어느 정도 올라온 것 같은지 그리고 오늘 지현 선수가 좀 자신의 몇 %를 보여준 것 같은지도 물어보고 싶네요. And it looks like Jian's feeling a lot more comfortable with the team compared to the first game. So how well do you think he's adjusted to the new team and the system, and also how much of his full potential do you feel like he's
Back
shown
to the
today?
grind, back to practice,
今回の試合
back
で
to
はジェーン君
scrims,
が
back
自信を
to
持ってプレー
trading,
しているように
back to
見えたと
watching
思うん
all
で
the
すけ
other
ども
teams play.
例えばチームのシステムだったりジェーン君のポテンシャルを考えて今日の試合はどうでしたか？
そうですね。今までの試
Now
合
we
では
gotta
ジ
just
ェーンの
play
最
split
大
one.
限の力を発揮できてないように感じたんですけど、
For the rest of the year, we have split one,
は
attempt at Masters 2 and split 2, and then champs.
がでかかったなと思い
Our
ます。
first quarter, the first 3 months of the
Compared to
year
the previous
are done
matches,
as of right now.
Actually, he was not like nervous. He had a confidence, and actually, he was on the second match.
Yes, I know there is
for today.
improvement in the
So
team.
I think overall he did well.
But we really need to win.
일단은
We
첫
need to
번째
convert to
경기에서
wins.
긴장을 많이 하지 않은 것 같은데 확실히 오늘 더
We
좋은
need to
모습을
convert these
보여준 것
into
같고
wins, otherwise we're not going to move forward.
적응하고 또 좋은 모습을 보여주고 있는 것 같다고 얘기를 하는데요. 이제 다음 경기 페이퍼렉스를 만나게 됐습니다. 오프 시즌 동안 또 중국에서 이 페이퍼렉스와 같이 결승전을 치르기도 했었는데 그렇기 때문에 어떻게 보면 또 청두 리매치라고 볼 수 있거든요. 승리를 위해서 좀 어떤 부분을 노려보면 좋을까요? Now next up is PaperX. It's going to be the rematch from the grand finals in Chengdu. So what do you think the team needs to do to make sure that you come out on top?
次戦はペーパーレックス、オフシーズン
Tekken
の大
Fitness
会でも
Gaming, if G had more off-season events, I mean, now we played 3 matches on stage. That's all the experience we could get.
ペーパーレックス相手だと、誰しもがみんなビビっちゃうので、絶対にビビらないようにしたいっていうのと、本当にいつも通りやって、かつビビらない。
Slow start to the season, guys. Slow start to the season.
So against PaperX,
It's not the start we wanted,
gonna be
but it's the start we
but
got.
We need to get confidence, and we need to do.
We're just going to
what
have
we
to do better.
as a
There's nothing
practice.
else.
And we get the confidence. We
I
just win.
look,
사실 페이퍼렉스를
all the chat,
상대하면은
all the
어떤
tags on
팀이든 좀
Twitter,
긴장도
all
많이
the
하고
hate.
신경도 많이 쓰이겠지만
I genuinely don't let any of that get to me, and I'm going to make sure I don't let any of that get to the players as well, because saal bahut lamba hai. We're in January. This season ends in October. The very long season. We have to just focus on making sure that when the split begins, we're just doing a lot better. We have shown that this team has potential, but we have also made a lot of mistakes and lost where it mattered. So, yeah, this wasn't what we wanted, but we're going to have to make do with what we got. Individually, our players are good. We just need to make sure we convert rounds and we win. That's it. That's all that matters. Winning. Because being good is pointless if you lose.
응원 부탁드린다고 웨이 선수가 직접 얘기를 했습니다. 그렇기 때문에 여러분 1층에 많은 관심 부탁드리도록 할게요. So DFM will be holding their fan meet and greet. Come support the team. As May said, meet the superstar and the DFM roster itself. And that's it for all of us today. Happy New Year, everybody. See you next week. 새해 복 많이 받으세요.
Yeah. Losing is not fun, guys. Losing sucks. A lot. But it is what it is.
Oh wow, I have no one to do it with. I need Sam, bro. I'm so lonely. Is Hammy live?
I'm trying to win.
Russian Draft Shiner has gifted 50.
Oh my god, Rushindra Singh, bro. Rushindra Singh, bro. Hey, nice try today, boys.
I said I would.
Hey.
It's Streamception, yeah. Shanks, I said I would.
It's okay. You guys don't have Patrick Hu. When you guys have Patrick Hu, you guys will be better. Don't. Hey, Unk, it's just a kickoff, bro.
I know. I know it's just the kickoff, but it still sucks. Losing sucks. It doesn't matter what the scenario is. Losing sucks. I hate it. It still sucks. Losing sucks. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what the scenario is. Losing sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks for sure, man. Hey, you guys will be better in kickoff, man. Hey, Rushindra, I love you. I love you, boss. Hey, next time you go to Coldplay, can you bring me or no?
I mean, I think Coldplay is playing in Vegas soon.
Hey, next time you go to Coldplay, can you bring me or no?
I think they're going to be playing in Vegas soon.
Coldplay is playing in Vegas soon.
We could.
Oh, come to Vegas.
Yeah, we could.
Come
we
to
could talk
Vegas.
about
We can do
Vegas.
IRL stream.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Oh, come to Vegas.
Hopefully, it's not after we lose a lot more. I would really like to get some W's in. I'm down for that.
Perfect. All right, bro.
Awesome.
Me and Unk are gonna go to Vegas do an IRL stream, bro. Would you guys like? Would you guys like to see that stream?
Shanks को बोला था if we won he would buy the GE jersey. If we lost I would. Unk मैं हूँ bro. I'm 35 years. Yeah Unk मैं तो if they can call Jesse Vash Unk and he can play like that, I'll happily take Unk, bro. He's Jesse Vash playing like a demon at that age, and I'm here molding at our losses at mine. Yeah. We got outplayed. We lost. That's all I can say. I wish we had won, but we lost. I don't know. I don't know what else to say, guys. I really don't know what else to say. Thank you so much, Darshan. I really appreciate the super chat. Yeah. Okay, I guess शीशा हो या दिल आखिर टूट जाता है. Yeah. This was, I don't know. It's can't blame anyone. Who do I even blame? What do I even blame? I guess we'll be back in March. That's all I can say. We're going to play our next match in March. Yeah. A lot of the rounds we should have converted, but we didn't. The team is solid. We need to work a lot more on our mistakes. We need to work a lot more on our synergy. We need to work a lot more on converting the rounds that we could have. But yeah, it should have been our map, but it wasn't. Talent played better. DFM played better. We lost both those matches and we're out. Yeah, this is the best that we could do with the practice time that we had. Although that's no excuse. There's no excuses. We lost fair and square. There's no complaints, no excuse, nothing. All we have to do is work harder and go better in split 1. I don't know if I'm going to be watch partying any of the other matches. I don't even know if it makes sense. We lost a lot of pistols. We lost a lot of bonus rounds. We lost a lot of ecos. If we didn't, we would have won against Talon or won against DFM. But we did. So we lost and we're out. Guess the team is just going to have to go back to working hard. And we're going to have to fix all our issues inside the game and outside the game. And we'll see you guys on split 1. See you guys in March. Thank you everyone that supported us. Thank you so much for the love. You guys have been awesome. I wish we would have done better. See you guys in March.